some level of drive to get into the end zone on the opening touch. We'll step aside about a minute and a half in here in Indianapolis.
Here's your table right here.
That's good.
All of me. Why not take all of me?
Hey, see you later. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my arms, I won't lose them. So why not take all of me?
Guys, your prior success has put you at the top of the power rankings list. That's a good thing, right?
Well, just means you've gone from the underdog to the favorite.
But those expectations come from prior success, so that's okay.
What about Cure? Where do you guys rank on the power list?
Actually, we just got named by Forbes as one of the best car insurance companies in America.
Now you're the favorite.
Guess we have a lot in common.
Go Cure.
Go Lions.
Cure Auto Insurance. Drive well.
Be in a few minutes, guys. I mean, I'm here, but I'm still trying to fix stuff. I don't even know if this is working, so give me just a few moments.
Middle ground, 9-8 season, 2 8-9 seasons, and here's the injury to Coleman Owen, who got hit pretty good going on a bounce.
Yeah, clean play. And unfortunate to see.
It's a run. It's Richardson, and he is drilled by Ennis Rakestraw Jr. first. Then it was Ogbong Bamiga as well. Eamon Ogbong Bamiga to follow up.
Yeah, watch Ennis Rakestraw here. Just a quarterback sweep, and he's going to fill right in. Nice job by Anthony Lucas to force that ball back inside, but Ennis Rakestraw, if you want to play safety or in the secondary on Calvin Shepard's defense, you have to be able to tackle him. He's made a lot of impressive plays when it comes to attacking the ball carrier so far this preseason. That time, really nice play to set up a second and long passing situation.
Back and healthy after that leg injury early in camp as Richardson steps up, and he'll flare it out for McGowan in the open field, and he's chased to the sideline by Nick Whiteside. Nicely done in open field to get him down. And your players to watch brought to you by MGM Grand on the defensive side.
Skylar Gilhoward, a guy that you cannot go a day at training camp or even a preseason game without the coaches raving about just the production and how solid he is. He mentioned him and Blake Miller as being two impressive rookies, a guy that really has a great chance to make this. And Roger McCreary and Keith Abney with some of the injuries in the secondary that the Lions are going to start the season.
You guys are going to compete in the 53-man. Make sure you get it in before the end of the game, okay? And then we'll review it tomorrow live when we do the watch party.
Starting spot.
Yeah, the injury to Christian Izzy and kind of opens the door.
Come on, turn around.
Richardson flings it back.
Lucky that was a bad pass.
He wanted Laquan Treadwell. It was Rakestraw on the coverage, and Richardson knows he misses.
And you'll take it, and you'll take it. Rakestraw got beat a little bit if that ball was over the top, but I think Rakestraw had some safety help over the top, so I think he was playing a little bit more aggressive underneath because he knew that if that ball goes over my head, I've got a little bit of help. So defend the short route on that third and 5 and have some help, and just forced a bad pass there from Anthony Richardson. Overall, a win for the defense to keep him to a field goal try.
I know you love nothing more than a kicker competition.
Oh.
And it is getting spicy here in Indianapolis. Off the upright and through for Blake Groupie. And he thanks his lucky stars on the way off the field. Clang and in.
These are the things that matter. Humility, integrity, hard work. work, history. That's why I love the Bernsteins. They're old school. And the Bernstein advantage, that's for real. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Your word is priorities. Priorities.
All right. Let me see if some stuff's working. We'll keep working through commercials and I'll be right back.
Prices, and by Cure Auto Insurance. Great driving deserves great rates. Switch to Cure Auto Insurance to save today. Indianapolis, Indiana, the site of so many NCAA tournaments, including the bubble year. It's a great sports city as Travion Williams will return from inside the 10 all the way to the 29.
Glad to see him getting some returns. That was one of my questions yesterday.
Touching it for the first time. We talked about it off the top of the show. There is a competition at quarterback, at backup quarterback. You might be able to keep 3 depending practice squad, etc., but it's Luke Altmaier to have it first. The rookie who's been making some quality decisions for Dan Campbell.
Yeah, it's just continuing to build that trust. Can you operate what
Let's
the
see
offense
what you got,
is
Luke.
designed to do? We don't need you to play like a hero. If it's a 3-step drop and designed to get the ball out of your hands quick, that's what you have to do.
Running back, another position where they're
And up on first down to Sailors, man. He gets about 5.
Isaiah Pacheco's injury remains. Jahmyr Gibbs won't play today. Starters sitting out. Sione Vaki as well. But there's some opportunity in that room, too.
There is. In which
We got an extremely light crowd today. It's really disappointing that I got held up. But those of you that are in, man, appreciate y'all.
We're going to rely on him, but that doesn't mean we want to give him 60 touches a game. We're going to have somebody behind him, and we're going to have somebody behind him as well. So.
Love it, man. Love the screen, but you got to get moving. There we go. First down. Love the screen work. It was a good sell.
Throughout this preseason, though he's not playing big, the coaches are high on the potential that he can bring. But Jacob Sailors is a guy that every time he touches the ball, he just finds a way to hit the crease, to be patient, to know when to get north and south.
Uh-oh. Thought I was signed in.
Indianapolis takes over.
And
Looks like I must have missed a pick, huh?
right, Luke Altmaier play action to the left, running to his right. Watch the arm angle here. Tries to throw too far across the body. There's nothing there. Just get rid of that football. Maybe buy a
Wow.
little bit more time of your feet if you can. Throw that ball out of bounds. Just cannot. That's one thing you can't do. Throw over the middle, especially with that many white jerseys out there.
With a Pro Bowler.
Man, the whole team's in the end zone.
Picks it off.
Personal injury firm in Michigan. People think they can't afford you, but at the Mike.
All right, I'm still working, man. I got a couple more things to clean up here. Almost there. What a disappointing morning, man. I was working. I was way ahead. Then all of a sudden, OBS crashed. And then it wouldn't load. I tried doing everything. I did not want to have to reload it. Like uninstall, reinstall. And I ended up having to uninstall, reinstall. So now everything's just disaster. I hate technology some days, man. It's like it went from last year, last year, I was having issues like every 2 to 3 weeks. This year it's been a lot better because I fixed a lot of stuff, understood a few more things. But now that I'm adding all this stuff to it, all this code, and it's just a lot to work through. I need a manager. I need a stream manager that knows OBS, that knows coding, that knows all this stuff. That can just manage it from afar. I can build it all, but I don't want to have to manage it. Yeah, Sebastian. I would agree with Altmaier. I mean, he's a young guy, man. He's a young rookie. And Dobbs is fine. Dobbs has only been with the team for like 12 days. You know, he hasn't had a whole offseason. You know, he hasn't had a whole training camp. He wasn't even in a camp when the Lions picked him up. He was a street free agent. So he needs some time to season. But the good news, we're not going to need either one of those guys. So, like I said yesterday, and I didn't get anything out today because I was working with this BS. We didn't do the pregame huddle. We didn't do nothing. But I will drop it later on this afternoon once the game's over and I have some time to kind of reset. But as I said throughout the week,
Number 11, this is just
the Lions, from my sources, are saying that they are interested in a couple of cut candidate quarterbacks, one of which I'm not even sure is going to get cut now because Mendoza looks so bad that they may want to keep 3 quarterbacks out there. And then I've heard the Raiders are going to be.
He's downfield blocking, and that's tough to put.
Oh, man, that's tough. Raiders are going to be looking at bringing in another quarterback next year. Not because Mendoza may not be the answer, but because they're going to have a decent draft pick expected to anyway, and there's a lot of quarterbacks next year. So I say all that to say Aiden O'Connell is high on their list according to my source, and we'll see what happens. So, you know, Aiden O'Connell I think is an instant upgrade over both those guys, but I think you still keep Dobbs around, or you still keep, you know, Altmaier around on the squad, you know?
Stretch, right? And then sometimes you get the I left fake 97 stretch, and then you get some routes after that. And I mean, look, it's not loud in here. There shouldn't be any miscommunication issues.
Arthur, I would disagree. I'm not going to say he's not good. He's young. There's a difference. There's a big difference between being young and not having the experience, and then where is he going to be at in 2 to 3 years? We don't want a backup, but I'd say that Brad has failed at getting us backups for sure. You can't have these questions every year. You can't. You know, if you look at around the league, there's a few teams that have fairly consistent backups and or they're grooming a quarterback. The Lions haven't done that, and they need to. But I'm not going to say Altmaier's bad. He's just young. He's just young.
Right, man. I feel terrible about it. I ran the wrong route. I didn't hear the play call correctly. And also, as a quarterback, it's part of your job too. We talked about
And drafted or undrafted, that don't matter either. Brock Purdy was the last player drafted. Did one more draft pick matter to be undrafted? No.
Sometimes you lose some trust with those situations, right?
I mean, he's been playing. He's been a starter. He's making $50 million a year.
Hopefully he is. It's a good learning opportunity for
that's why I don't buy into that stuff, man.
I'm
not saying he's going to turn out,
unfortunately,
but he needs time.
This preseason so far, that really haven't been his fault.
And he's got about 30 minutes. You figure a couple.
I mean, Anthony Richardson, wasn't he a top 5 draft pick? He sucks.
Drops back, Anthony Richardson, end zone, and incomplete. Too much for Westbrook Ikine, and the coverage for McCreary.
All right, let me. Anyway, we'll talk back and forth. Let me finish my code here and get it fixed, so I actually get some scores up.
A handful of times this preseason, including last week, short field to stand up for.
Third downs and red zones. If you can, I don't care if the other team has 700 yards of offense. If you can keep them to field goal attempts, if you can get off the field inside that 20-yard line and force 4 downs, it's so important. Third down, red zone, 2 minute, whatever situation you want to talk about. The defense has done an incredible job so far this preseason.
High snap, Richardson collects it and throws on a crosser. Got it to Dion Burks, and that's an Indianapolis first down with a marker in.
Be a hold there coming back. Pass interference?
Be on the offense, a crossing route.
Wow.
Is there a potential pick play in there?
It looks like right in that spot.
Yeah, a couple guys ran into each other right in the middle of that field.
Alex Kemp is our referee today. We have only one referee. We had a half and half referee situation.
Half and half? What's that?
2. They'll talk it over, and we'll see.
Pass interference, offense number 49. 10-yard penalty, still third down.
It's the veteran Pharaoh Brown. Good call, TJ.
Usually pretty good at picking these up, but watch the tight end coming across the middle. He knows he's not designed to get that ball, and he just picks off. I'm in the linebacker there. I'm not going to try. Thank you for that.
I'm here for you.
But that's one of those plays where.
Sorry, Lang. I struggle with that name too, buddy.
You have to make it look like, oh, he ran into me. I didn't run into him.
Right.
Or if you get your eyes back to the quarterback and pretend like you're doing a little sit route, just 5 yards over the middle of the field. And now I accidentally bumped him. But anytime you just straight up run into the linebacker, that's going to get called.
Yeah, Pharaoh Brown was not presenting himself as an option on that play.
There was no craftiness in that whatsoever.
3rd and 18, low snap, blitz coming. Richardson gets it away to the sideline, and he's got the former Oregon State Beaver Anthony Gould to set up another chance to
another field goal.
The Colts kicker battle. I know that's why you came here.
Hey, at least this defense is keeping these guys out of the end zone, man. Like it's a big change. The last couple of seasons, Lions haven't been able to do that, and it's just preseason, so
yes. Offense turned it over.
Take it for what it is,
Probably not feeling very good about yourself. We got to go out there and make some plays. Twice now, defense has let a couple drives get inside the red zone.
Down in distance.
Stops to hold the field goal attempt.
From 30, it's good.
And he got it.
Yes, it is.
I would say Groupie is ahead of Trader today.
That was smoother than the first one.
It was softer. 6-0 Indianapolis. Altmaier back out.
Well, this is just pathetic. Nothing is working.
The love of the game is always in season. Good life quality, real low prices. Only at Meijer, proud sponsor of Michigan Fandom.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage?
Yes, sir. That's water damage.
How many people right now have to compromise their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. You might as well just give us a call to help assess and determine that.
Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the proud partner of the Detroit Lions.
Detroit, get ready for a rivalry night like no other. Eastern Michigan and Central Michigan bring Motor City Maction to Ford Field on Wednesday, November 4th. Don't miss the Eagles and Chippewas under the lights in one of college football's best rivalries. Tickets start at just $20. Get yours today at fordfield.com. or call 313-262-2008. Be there for Motor City Maction.
Drinks aren't new at McDonald's, coffee, until they are. All new drinks are here.
Enter the Ford Tailgate Sweepstakes for your chance to win a 2026 Ford F-150 or a trip to see the Detroit Lions play in Munich, Germany. Scan the QR code bottom left there for your chance to win. That's a fantastic truck. Oh, that's, by the way, you would look great in that truck. I think so. Yeah.
Wouldn't let me scan the code. Guess I'm not winning a truck. Lord knows I got a deer wrapped the one around the one on front of in the driveway right now. Be nice to get a new truck. It's not that bad. It'll be all right.
Outstanding former Buckeye, Luke Altmaier, back out. He got sacked 3 times last week against Washington. Kept picking himself back up. He throws the interception. He gets back out there, and we'll see what this drive looks like after a conversation with Lucky Jackson.
Yeah, reset. Look at them talking to each other. That's what I like. Hey, they both know what happened. There was a mistake in there, whether it was communication from the quarterback or the wide receiver. It's okay. We got a lot of football left to play, right? Let's not try to press it. Let's get back into a rhythm here and see if we can run the football, incorporate some of that play action that Drew Petzing loves to run as well. Nice cut.
Sailors.
There we go, Sailors.
And there's a marker in.
Oh, you got to be shitting me.
This looks like
Coming back.
I would guess holding, Jason.
It's a good guess.
You're perfect so far today. I don't want you to be in this case, but
last week too.
Illegal use of hands in the face. Defense.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That doesn't happen. Last time we had illegal hands in the face. We
all right, you'll take normally that's in the area of holding.
Wasn't it the Packers game?
Designed run to go. It looked like an outside zone over the right tackle, cut all the way back. Sometimes you get in trouble as an offensive lineman. You're not anticipating.
So there's that outside zone that he just mentioned that, you know, a lot of people thought that we wouldn't be running a whole lot of outside zone. Look, we're running everything. Power, duo, outside, inside, you name it.
Behind the running backs now.
This offense is going to run every type of running play. Damn, that was a nice hit.
Driven back, Tim Smith.
Was that a horse collar, though?
Tie, the 6th-round pick last year with the stop for Indianapolis. But, you know, you're talking about Luke Altmaier. The roster isn't decided until 6 p.m. tomorrow. It's not like Dan Campbell in his mind is like, well, that's the end of it, right? You have to see how Luke Altmaier responds
for sure
to that interception.
And that goes into a ton of the evaluation, the poise that he has. Is he going to get rattled? Is he going to start doing too much after a mistake? Not necessarily his fault that we mentioned. But so far, you know, hey, run the offense, get guys in the right spot. Let's get the players to watch.
Brought to you by MGM
There
Grand.
you go, waiting for that. And Ben Barch is a guy that we've been waiting on. They signed him to kind of bolster that offensive line. Hasn't played yet this preseason. First chance we're going to look at him. And Tate Martin is very intriguing on the outside as well at that receiver position. Big frame, 6'3", big catch radius. If he can go up and make some plays for your quarterback, that could add some value to this team as well.
Barch on the left side of the line with Devin Cochran at left tackle. It's Altmaier to throw down.
There we go. Nice pass.
Down Greg Dortch.
There we go.
To the 30-yard line. The former Wake Forest Demon Deacon, 7th-year man, got himself free against Owens.
And good protection up front. Felt nice pressure there. Good blitz pickup. Couldn't tell who that was at running back, but that was a great blitz pickup on that middle linebacker. And Luke Altmaier, that's what we're talking about. Run the offense, right? That play is designed to go to Greg Dortch. Hit your back step. You know you're getting some pressure. Don't panic. Don't try to use your feet and get out of the pocket too early. Deliver the football for a nice strike and a big conversion there on 3rd down.
Credit Sailors for that block as well. You're talking about that's a tough throw into a lot of traffic. For Tate Martin, who you mentioned had that big block in part on the Dobbs touchdown run last week against Washington.
And that's just not all about what you can do as a receiver catching the ball. It's also what you can do in the run game as well. And I think that just floated a little bit. Tay Martin would have had a lot of grass to keep running there. I think Luke Altmaier just never really got the momentum going forward. Looked like he just threw off his back foot a little bit. Maybe felt a little pressure coming off the backside over his left shoulder. But, man, that's one I think he'd like to have back.
Sailors is bottled up by Jalen Carlisle to set up third down. Okay, play call wise, what can we expect from Drew Petzing in spots like this, 3rd and long this year?
Oh, today or the regular season?
Both. Take your pick. It's going to be different today. Today's vanilla.
Obviously a throwing down. And look, I mean, once you get in the regular season with Jared Goff and all of your weapons, they love to move Amon around St. Brown. He is so dangerous on 3rd down. He's so dangerous in the red zone when you get to this part of the field. Try to find those individual matchups that he rarely loses.
There we go. Nice pass.
It's the first down.
There we go. That's the way to battle back.
There you go. Build some rapport.
There you go. There you go. Make up for the mistake. Hey, that interception, that was a long time ago, man. We can't keep thinking about that. We've got a big 3rd down, getting down into the red zone.
Almost done, y'all.
Find some green space, just a little over route, great protection up front.
So sorry about this, but I'm glad it happened now and not versus
Looked like
the
he had to
Saints.
probably pick, I think Lucky Jackson might have been the 3rd one on that play, but that's what you want to see from these young guys. Respond. Hey, are you going to sulk your head? Are you going to have a drop? Are you going to throw another interception? Are you going to step up and start making some plays? That's really impressive from Luke Altmaier and Lucky Jackson there.
Lions are in the Heinz red zone, and Sailors batters his way down to the 6.
Okay, good enough. Sailors is just going to get you those tough yards. If there's 1 yard available, he's probably going to get you 2 or 3. Right? There's 6 yards, he's probably going to get you 7 or 8.
So I know some people are going to think like, well, why is Dortch in? You know, is he battling for a spot? No, he's not. He needs reps like anybody else, and we need players, man. I mean, it's not like we have just extra guys that can go out there and, you know, take reps. You can't just go out there with, you know, the bottom 3 receivers and just let them, oh, so close. Let them take every snap, you know?
They'll have to run the 10th play of the drive now, the Lions, on a strong drive from Altmaier.
And great protection again up front. Look at all the time. Luke Altmaier. Yeah, you can
So the bigger question that I have right now is,
and that's, I love that route.
I haven't seen Tesla out there yet. Has anybody seen Tesla?
Hips to the outside, comes back on the inside.
He might be sitting this game.
Some really nice yardage here. Possible read option again. We've seen it every game so far in the preseason.
Yeah, come on, Travion, let's go. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. That's in. Touchdown, baby. Let's go.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And win the blue and silver wave. Stand and cheer the brave.
Ha, ha, ha.
Rah, rah, rah. Go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gang, a Lions victory. Go Lions!
Yeah, buddy, let's do it. Lions on the board. No good on the extra point. What?
That's very unusual there for Jake.
Come on, Bates.
From Dan Campbell and Barch. There are still some things to be determined on the offensive line as well, and some evaluation going on as this fluttered wide off the foot of Jake Bates.
Thanks, KA1980. And
He's going to get together.
same a thingy. I threw that together like super quick. It's not perfect, but if y'all like it, I'll keep it. I got a couple other ones that I'm working on. I'm working on a permanent game day scoreboard and all that. That'll just kind of change, like, you know, it'll change like the opponent. And then the watch party will probably change to the city of where we're at, you know. I don't know. I'm working on a couple of other things.
Which again, if you're
I don't want it to be like
and you're not responding.
You know, you see too many of these AI graphics that are just like way overboard.
And again, you know,
Like the first one we did for the Bengals game, that was way overboard.
of a drive like that.
But anytime Eric is on to do a game stream, I'm definitely going to put him in the visitors cam or the opponent cam.
At least the initial roster.
He didn't like that.
Cochran goes down.
I'll put him in the opponent, especially for the Packers away game if he's in for that one. He's gonna love that.
It's crafty. He really is. And going
Yeah, Trayvon's coming, man. I agree, Superintendent Chalmers. I agree.
How are you going to respond?
I think that Trayvon Williams, what he did last week, man, he popped. He looked great. He was a spark, and he has a lot of history in the league. So
We mentioned the mistake earlier.
I'm impressed with them, and the fact that they're still hunting for running backs. I thought today we were going to see that maybe Sailors wasn't going to play. Oh, come on, guys. Way too wide open. Whiteside back there playing safety. Shit.
He got stood up, so Richardson had a clean pocket. The veteran Westbrook Akine.
And it could be tough.
What was I saying?
This Indianapolis offense with
Oh, I thought maybe that Sailors, if he was in, I thought maybe he was going to sit today, and that Trayvon Williams was going to get the bulk of the carries, and then Roydell Williams was going to get some carries late and probably in the fourth quarter. Who else is in that room? Why am I having a brain fire? Who else is in that room right now?
Another play pass that is incomplete.
Well, Jabari Small, but I think is he banged up still?
It's easy to forget because they.
The point I'm making, I didn't expect to see a lot of Sailors, so I think that tells us, as good as he's been, he's on the bubble, and I think Trayvon Williams is going to come right in and scoop up a spot. And if Pacheco is going to be down for any other length of time, then you have to have a guy that has experience in a vet like Trayvon Williams. You have to. At least I would. It would be a mistake if you didn't. I mean, they were looking at Kareem Hunt for a hot second, and that could be a later addition. You know, there could have been a conversation about later if they suffer another injury or whatever, or, you know, maybe what is he looking for money-wise, and it didn't match up.
Who was born in Canada, born in Nigeria, high school in Canada, a very consistent special teams player, Dan Campbell has noted.
Yeah, the Pacheco thing, man, it's disappointing. It's really disappointing. That was the biggest knock on the guy, and then, you know, this year he was finally healthy. There we go. There we go. Skylar, Gill, Howard. Oh, I got to get a graphic for this dude. He has been so impressive, man. So impressive. Look at him just fighting through two blocks.
I love the way that just the hand usage. Get that offensive lineman's hand off me. Get low. Make sure he cannot grab.
I'm so pumped about this guy.
Restrict me. Offensive line, you hate to let up a sack on a three-man rush, but that's a heck of a job by Sky Gill Howard. Making a play, man. Making a play.
And I love that nickname, Sky.
Big time.
Love it. Hey, what about the back of the helmet there? Man, we got some ballers. We got some ballers, y'all. Skylar Gill Howard. You know, that's what I should do. I should throw on some of the Skylar Gill Howard clips during the commercials. Yeah, you guys will love that if you haven't watched my interview with Skylar. I got some clips that I broke down. I can't get anything to work right today, man. I think I overloaded my my system. Even though my memory is only at like 25% usage because I have like 128 gigs of DDR5. And I think it just something overloaded. Didn't like it. Yesterday I had power failures, and I think it was coming from my PC. I think my PC was sending a power surge. Imagine that. OBS didn't like it. Let me see if any of my stuff's up. Like, I don't even know what's working and what's not. See if this one. Yeah, this one's in here. Look at that. I got lucky. Oh, where's it at? Right here. This may not be in completely, but I can always fix it later. We got a couple of minutes. Let's go to Skylar Gill Howard real quick. Put the game back on in just a sec. I don't hear any audio.
Every day. That really means something.
6 words, I think.
What do you love about football the most that you just can't get enough of it?
I would just say the process. You know, being out here training every day, like that really means something to me because the opportunity to just get to grow every single day is what I love the most. From a football aspect, and for being specific though, my favorite thing when I'm playing, especially now that I play D-line, is playing with the other team's mind. Whether it's the O-lineman, the quarterback, the running back, just allowing them to never know my next move. Like, it's so fun watching a player on the opposing side break down after the first quarter, after the second quarter, and by the fourth quarter, they're in shambles. They don't know what to do. So that's one of my favorite things.
I'm glad.
The end of the year as Joshua Dobbs is in, and he'll sling it out wide. Martin
We'll go back to that in a minute.
Immediately, right at the line of scrimmage, maybe 2 yards or so on a first down catch. But
Gotta
the
get these
astronaut
possession
is
arrows
in.
fixed.
Joshua Dobbs was 4 for 8 in the preseason opener. Then last week got clobbered on the opening drive, gave up the ball, responded with a 50-yard touchdown run. And look, same type of idea as what you wanted from Altmaier here in the second.
Yeah, and you're competing. And Josh Dobbs knows that. He's a veteran. He's been around this league for a long time.
Ball on the ground, snap issue, and let's see, did the Lions get back on top of it?
Barely.
The answer is yes.
Ben Barch, maybe.
It was. We got on top of it.
Oh, boy. Well, we talked about taking care of the football. And
Oh, man, we got
Mason Miller.
Mason Miller taking some snaps at center.
Ball for there from Ben Barch.
Love it, but
Mason Miller, guy who hasn't played.
I don't know if that was a Mason Miller or if that was a Luke Altmaier. Let me go back and watch that again. Hold on.
Run the offense right there.
Oh, my God. What is wrong with my mouse? Now my mouse isn't working right? Come on. I guess I'm not going back to watch it. What a pass. What a pass. Lucky Jackson. Oh, there's Josh Dobbs in there. My bad.
Well, it's so hard because nobody really knows. Was it
Nice.
low? Was it
Moving
high?
his feet, moving up into the pocket.
Well, my hands not
Feeling
right. That's
the
something that
heat.
center and quarterback are going to have to figure out. And
That's what you get out of Josh Dobbs, man. He's a vet.
escape danger. You lift
Good
the seats
footwork.
down. Colts bring a 6-man pressure. Pick it up. Stay in there. Play the next play. Respond. Don't get down on yourself. Don't start. Oh no, I'm playing nervous now and I'm getting a little jittery. Stay in there and continue to find a way to make the play. And Josh Dobbs at that time, Luke Altmaier did it on the last drive.
Dobbs looked like he changed the play.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Travion. I need a first down thing. That's next.
47-yard line. It's a first down. Hunter Wohler took him down.
I need to get the Dan Miller first down.
Mason Miller, Ben Barch getting a double team. Miles Frazier doing a really nice job.
All right, so Mason Miller getting a shot at center is interesting.
6 offensive linemen. You have to be able to
This is not an indictment on Scruggs. They're putting Scruggs at guard, give him some action. Put Miller in at center to see if they got somebody. But like I said, man, I've had Miller
so far in this preseason, a lot of snaps,
making this roster.
Really good things on film.
Back to Williams, who really runs hard.
Man, he runs better through the guards.
Preseason, Travion Williams, a veteran out of Texas A&M.
He looks good.
Showed up at Browns camp 4 days before their opener last year. Same kind of idea with the Lions this year, and he's been such a quick study everywhere he's been.
Yeah, and you can tell that all the running backs are just coached extremely well. Don't dance around.
Yeah, that's right, Robbie. He's playing right guard. That's what I said.
Find a way to get 3 or 4.
Come on, Dobbs. You saw it, bro. What are you doing?
For a while, we do have a marker coming in.
Yeah, anytime a screen
Come on,
play,
Dobbs.
There's a design screen. offensive line.
Come
You're on a
on.
timer, right? Maybe it's a 2 count, maybe it's a 3 count.
You gotta
Anytime the
move.
quarterback double clutches it, you're going to get a penalty.
What are you getting,
for
a holding?
being, downfield a little bit too fast, but I don't know if Josh didn't like the first read, if there was somebody in the way, but that's going to be probably about 3 or 4 guys that could call this on being downfield too early before that throw.
Wohler was in there on him, the rookie out of Wisconsin. Let's see. It is illegal man downfield.
Ineligible downfield. Offense number 63. That penalty's declined. 3rd down.
But you could really get anybody on that.
And if you're Mason Miller, you're saying, why'd you have to call me?
Right.
There's 3 other guys down there. Why do you got to say
It was a whole group. Sometimes NFL referees do say, you know, false start. Everybody but the center. Yeah.
Yeah, that play, the timing was just off. That's not on Mason Miller. That's not on the offensive line. That was just, defense had a good call for to defend the screen.
Dobbs did hold on to it for a while. It's 3rd down and 7. He'll throw.
Oh my God! I can't believe you pushed that all the way out like that.
What an effort!
Nice pass, Dobbs.
It's going to be 4th down and
I don't think people understand how difficult of a throw that is.
Great protection. Watch the left side of this.
To be able to have the right height, the right touch, that's a dangerous throw.
First thing that, hey, my ticker's going up, man. I'm getting the game. They're not just going to rush you one-on-one when you get in those passing situations. They're going to try to find a way to get an angle, to get a pick play, whatever it is. Ben Barch has had a nice start to this game so far. First time we're seeing him that we mentioned, coming off a little bit of injury this training camp. But that's a veteran play, just to have the awareness. Be expecting something. Be expecting something. I know it's preseason football. We're not going to get exotic blitzes most of the time, but these guys are going to want to try to get to the quarterback. If they can't beat us one-on-one, you're going to start getting those stunts. It's really nice protection there to give Josh Dobbs a chance here, which is a much more manageable 4th and 1 coming up. Man, I think if we know Dan Campbell, we know it's coming.
It's a full go.
Yeah,
They are using the Hawkeye technology to check the spot. It is well short. We know it's short. Here's the virtual spot, but they want to get the kinks out. It's a beta test.
I mean, the graphics look like they're from the 80s, but
terrible.
A little bit.
But they get the job done. Would you rather have the chain out there? I love it.
I think you could make it a little bit more exciting.
Where are we at?
Anticipation, maybe.
You were that guy who sees.
I don't have the
a piece of
field
furniture.
position on the screen.
Yeah, make it fun.
The hell?
Unless it's in 500 pieces.
Well, it says 1st and 10. So what just happened?
Out of the eyes. Sailor
Apparently my graphics are way ahead. It's 1st and 10, Detroit Lions. Nice work.
For the Lions.
I like that little leaker to Sam Horton there, or Zach Horton.
Boy, and that's a fun play call. Found Zach Horton, just coming out of the backfield, lining up at the fullback, goes to fake the defensive end. You get the line sliding across, getting double teams all across the board. Good play fake there from Josh Dobbs. Good pickup, too, by Jacob Sailors coming out of the backfield, getting a piece of that defensive end to get his hands down. Get him out of the throwing lane. That's the coaching point right there. Really nice job to pick up that 4th down to keep this drive alive.
Dobbs flips it, got Horton again, and they will say that's a completion to Zach Horton, who played 2 games as a rookie after following SIG from James Madison to Indiana.
And you can see Zach Horton there kind of clap his hands a little bit. I think he was upset with himself. Nice job on the 4th down. You can tell. Look at the body language. Man, I just if I could stay in bounds a little bit, probably had about 5, 6, maybe 7 more yards to gain there to set up an easier 2nd down. Nice job securing the football though. Keep moving forward.
Sustained drives for Altmaier and Dobbs.
There we go.
It's a hard run.
Nice work.
To the 3rd level inside the 20. His convoy was led by Devin Cochran for a 1st down line.
And really the interior of that offensive line too. Mason Miller, Ben Barch, Miles Frazier again getting some movement on that 3 technique. Let go, right? Great job by Ben Barch there. That's an easy holding call for a lot of people if you continue to try to hold that outside shoulder pad. He feels the defensive lineman disengage. Okay, I have to disengage. Let me run my feet and stay in front of the guy. Interior of this offensive line starting to heat up a little bit and starting to create some space.
Which is a good sign because,
great sign.
Again, the Lions have been trying to push Christian Mahogany to the next level of his progress. It's another run. It's Sailors choosing the right
Sailors
side,
found that little bit of a crease, too.
After a couple by Tim Smith. But again, some decisions to be made for the opening roster on the offensive line as the Lions are in the Heinz red zone once again.
Well, and especially with Cade Mays, we're expecting to be out at least the first month of the season. You know, you look at maybe that week 6 bye week where chance you could potentially get him back, but might be some musical chairs there early in the season trying to figure out the best 5 guys that can build the chemistry and play together. And even if you're one of these guys playing here today, who can provide the depth, who can get us through a series, who can get us through a game, because you're going to rely on all these guys at some point during the season.
No, we're not, TJ. Quit saying that. No, every time someone says that, we have like 25 injuries. Stop saying it.
If you can survive the attrition we saw in the defensive backfield last year for the Lions, we've seen it even in preseason at the safety spot with all the injuries there.
Yeah, Miller's at center. Blake Miller. Or not Blake. Not Blake. Mason Miller. Mason Miller.
Dan Campbell talks about that all the time. The 14 practice squad guys that they have.
All right, I want to see him go to the end zone right here. Like, they should have been going to the end zone 20 yards ago. Take some shots.
You never know what's going to happen.
Nice pass again.
But got it there. That's a first down again.
Wow.
Jackson once more after the misread of the call earlier. Lucky Jackson has had a couple of big catches.
Yeah, great protection there too, and third downs.
I mean, that's a perfectly placed ball.
Game throughout the first quarter and a half.
It's away from the coverage. It's away from the immediate defender.
Straining and trying to find a way to stay in your
great work,
in
man.
front of the guy that's
great work.
You. And Lucky Jackson, it's impressive what he's done.
By the way, for those of you that are in that have heard the
mistake that he made,
that have heard the panic button about Isaac Tesla, I reviewed every snap. There we go. That should. Oh, Dobbs. That was such an easy TD. Set your feet, man. You had the time. So I watched every snap the other night, and again, I will put this up. I was supposed to do it today, but y'all know what happened. So you got to float that, bro. You got to float that. That was tough. Or he should have planted and made a move, made that linebacker miss, and then drill him. All things that he's going to look back at the tape and realize that he should have done something different. But anyway, I watched every snap. In the first 10, Isaac Tesla was never looked at. Had bracket coverage, and they were running diagnosed routes, meaning they knew that play was supposed to go to this player or this player. It was never going to Tesla. He was never really looking for the ball. And so if a receiver's not looking for the ball, one, you can't do that. Like, if you know the play is not really coming to you and your job is to clear out, cause chaos or confusion, be a decoy, you still have to sell it. So that is my critique on Tesla. He has to sell it. But, man, he wasn't targeted because he wasn't targeted. There we go. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown.
They going to call it? I think they did. That's a touchdown.
Over the goal line for the score. He has been
forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield, and win the blue and silver way.
Yeah, nice ball placement again. Good call, Super. Look at that zip. Coacher.
The field and gang, a Lions victory.
Go Lions! All right, Bates. Come on, man. Come on, Bates.
Season games.
Come on, Bates.
And finish off an 8-minute plus drive for Josh Dobbs. Tough snap. Hold was good from Fox and Bates.
All right, so
that was better, Jake.
Downs,
red zone.
Can you put the ball in the end zone? Let me look at the schedule real quick.
Great job, Josh Dobbs. Jackson Meeks, find the end zone.
Nice job, Meeks. Doubtful that I'm going to be able to make it to the Bills game. We'll see what happens, but it's very doubtful. If I am home for the Bills game, I need y'all to share the live stream. Because if we get 300 people in or more, I'm going to give away one of the new Lions jerseys. You pick the number, and I'm going to give one away. So whoever wins, it's going to be random. The bot will do it. I don't have to do it. The bot will do it. Then you get to pick. So you get to pick whatever number you want that they're making, and we're going to give away a new one. And we're not going to give away the we're going to give away the expensive one. That's what we're going to do. So you got to send it out. You got to tell everybody. It's if I'm not able to go, and it's looking like I'm not going to be able to go. What happened to my down and distance? -1 and 0? What the hell is that all about? What is going on with my code? I just rewrote it to have a 5-second delay so that it doesn't tell us what's going on before the play happens. You know what I mean? Because obviously my code is reading what's coming from the NFL, and they're quicker than what our TV is, you know? Let me fix that.
Detroit Lions preseason football is brought to you by Meyer. Good life quality.
All right, let's try this.
And by Cure Auto Insurance. Great driving deserves great rates. Switch to Cure Auto Insurance to save today. 8-minute plus drive for the Lions to get into the end zone for the second time. Really efficient. Jackson Meeks with the touchdown from Josh Dobbs. And the Lions have the lead by 7.
Yeah, 2 for 2 in the red zone. Yeah, that pick looked like came a little short of the landing zone.
In fact, it did.
Landing zone violation by the kicking team. Ball is placed at the 40-yard line. First down.
Oh, my screen's just not wide enough. I see what I did wrong.
Downstairs, Patty on Jackson Meeks.
Meeks was really excited for the transition to tight end. He said he loves the challenge, and he told me that doubt is something that fuels him. He loves to prove people wrong. Not that the staff here ever doubted his abilities, but he said, in my mind, that's how I had to use it, to be able to fuel myself. Compared it to Michael Jordan, psyching himself out all the time to help with the competitiveness.
Comparing it to
now,
Michael Jordan,
still
huh?
thinking a bit out there, but the game's starting to slow down, and he's
Slow
really
down,
hungry.
Meeks.
He played for the right guy for that as well. Fran Brown at Syracuse is all about that kind of belief as Riley Leonard is in, and he gets stung at the 42-yard
Wow,
line.
there you
by
go,
Joe
Bocce. There you go,
who was popped
Bocce.
on special teams.
What a smack.
And linebacker out of Michigan State.
And just to finish on Jackson Meeks, too, and not only the intrigue that he brings as a pass-catching tight end, he's starting to really figure out what does it take to be able to block at the line of scrimmage. It's a lot different digging out a safety when you're playing wide receiver, maybe a corner. You're going against defensive end linebackers. It's a little bit difficult, but to be able to be up for that challenge, and okay, they want me to move positions any way I can add value.
We're
to
getting
this
there,
team.
man. We're
That's
getting there.
those are
Possession
the type
arrow's a
players
little
that
off,
Dan-
but we're
Dan
getting
Campbell,
there.
Brad Holmes covet. What are you going to do for the team, right? Anything that's asked of you, don't complain. Figure out a way and make it work. And he's been making it work.
Especially because his goal has the first down, especially because you don't know what you're going to need in season.
You're going to need everybody.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
No,
Even if
TJ,
a lot of
we're
these guys
not.
are up practice squad. But you know what? Like, you're still part of the team. You're not a
I'm
practice squad
totally
just
going to
go out
send
there
this dude a
give the guys
message
some
and tell him
looks,
to stop saying
starters,
this.
Okay, what can I do during the week? You have to be ready to play. You have to prepare like you're a starter. With how many game day elevations we see now nowadays on Sundays, you're going to have to be prepared. Dan Campbell looks at those guys as it's not a negative connotation to say you're a practice squad player. You're a developmental player. I think you can say that.
No, there are a lot
but
of
you're
guys.
also a guy that you're going to have to play at some point this season. Dan
No,
Campbell stresses
damn
that
it,
so much
TJ.
with these guys.
Troy Reader nicely done to fill the gap there. DJ Giddens stonewalled after a gain of 2. And another thing that Dan Campbell has stressed, and we'll see it play out over the course of this season, is this has been a tougher and tougher roster to make.
It's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have. And it's credit to Dan and Brad Holmes upstairs and everybody else, the evaluators, bringing in the right type of players. And I think even Dan Campbell said, his first year, I don't know if we have 53 NFL guys on this roster. Now they probably feel like they have 80. So you want those tough decisions.
Off the motion from Brown. Here's a run for Riley Leonard trying to stretch it out. He was pursued out of bounds for maybe a yard and a half. And it'll be third down coming up.
And that's been the difference in this game right now is third downs. Offensively, 7 for 8 on third and fourth down combined. Defensively, doing a really nice job. Colts had a couple drives there early in the game that could have led to maybe a 14, 10-point deficit. Defense finds a way to get off field. Situational football, you can't stress it enough. Situations like this, can we get off the field? Can we get the ball back to our offense? Keep points off the board. I know it's very cliche and boring to talk about, but that's the difference in every single football game.
3rd and 6. Here comes pressure, and he had to throw it fast because Eric O'Neal was breathing fire around the edge to set up.
All right, Lions player that,
a few different guys, Eric O'Neal,
is getting a shot today.
Makai Wingo with a nice rush. Kelvin Shepard dials up.
Eric O'Neal has a tall order in front of him to be able to make this roster. He's been producing all camp long in spurts, but he's been making some big plays, man. And we need to see it all come together today to see if he has a chance. Obviously, with DJ Wanham out, that does provide another roster spot. Not necessarily a linebacker, but that does provide a spot for Bocce, Eric O'Neal or Ben Stilley or Anthony Lucas. You can't let that happen, man. Come on, Rake. And what is 4-2 doing, man? You need to come up and snag that ball. He was just kind of trailing behind him. You got to see that. You got to run up, undercut it, and go get it. There was enough loft on that ball. Oh, I see. He was shielded. Come on, guys. Come on. Make a cut. Come on, Ray. He was that close.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
So, biggest decisions today, man. Biggest decisions. Here we go. It's quarterback 2, Josh Dobbs, Luke Altmaier. Final edge spots, right? Ahmed Hassaneed is in, but what about Eric O'Neal and Anthony Lucas? Final interior D-line spots. What are we looking at there? We just talked about 1. Final receiver spot or 2. Are they going to keep 6? Is Kennedy going to be in because of returnability? I don't know. Lucky Jackson, Tay Martin. There's a touchdown for the Colts. Come on, guys. Nickel corner, I don't think is as big of a deal. Like, I think Abney's in. I think that's kind of cool that they're going in there and giving that dude some love. That's pretty cool.
Contain on the backside. Eric O'Neal gets washed down by the tight end. Somebody's got to be there, right? Somebody's got to be there to fill that gap.
Who was that? Who ran that in?
The entire roster was on the field celebrating the touchdown.
I think that tells you a lot about how they feel about their teammate. DJ Giddens getting in the end zone.
Giddens.
Taylor out there celebrating with him.
I like those Colts helmets, man. They look sharp this year.
Was Reggie Wayne out there?
Running back spot. That's another one. And special teams jobs. That's I think the last 2 or 3 spots on this roster. Pure special teamers.
They were celebrating.
They had to get the Colts barge to get them all off the field in time for the kick. You ever seen that? The first half,
delay a game on an extra point.
Come on, guys. Come on, refs. Like, come on. No, we are not getting Christian Gonzalez. Who keeps saying that crap?
After all that, it's Groupie to tie it at 13. Here they all come. It's like Pamplona, but with Colts.
That's good stuff.
Nissan really pushes these cars.
All right, I'll take a brief break. I'll be right back. Make sure these things are working here. Where's it at? Where's my vertical at? Here we go.
Glad you just said that because I had a question tucked away and I didn't know if we were going to get to it, but
playing with the other team's mind, whether it's the O-lineman, the quarterback, the running back, just allowing them to never know my next move. Like, it's so fun watching a player on the opposing side break down after the first quarter, after the second quarter, and by the fourth quarter, they're in shambles. They don't know what to do. So that's one of my favorite things.
I'm glad you just said that because I had a question tucked away and I didn't know if we were going to get to it, but it's about film study. And you know, you talk about, you know, you see an opponent in the first quarter and by the fourth quarter they're in shambles. So in film study, you know, you're watching your opponent, you're trying to get some nuggets, right, of information to use on game day. You know, what do you really gain from analyzing your opponent? Is it the guard stance? Is it center help? Is it protection slide? Is it back alignment? Quarterback depth? Like, what really helps you? And I guess for you specifically, what are you looking for in the film when you're watching your opponent? Are you trying to find that advantage?
Yeah, I'm trying to find that advantage for sure. I'm watching a lot of formations to start off with. What do they like to do out of these formations? They'll probably give us the sheet of saying all their top formations and things like that. So I'll look at those, and then I'll know exactly what play is coming. Then I'll translate to the player, and I'll be like, okay, if the guard is a little more high in his stance, they might be throwing the ball. If he's then we're looking at the turf, chest hunched over, they're for sure coming at me in the run. But I also want to see what type of pass set am I getting, what type of run block am I getting, and then I just know I know you. And you can try to watch film on me, but it's hard because I'm doing a bunch of different stuff. So you never know what you're going to expect. So when I'm watching the guy, I just want to see who they are. And by the time the game comes, I know who you are. And offense, you can't really change what you're doing a lot, especially at O-lineman. So you're going to have to either just be better than me or we're going to be competing all day.
What do you love about football the most that you... All right, back at it. Come on, find a lane, find a lane.
The ball is on the ground in Indianapolis.
Oh, it's a fumble.
Top of it.
Was that Travion? Yeah, it was.
Caden Curry gets on top of it. The rookie out of Ohio State, and that is not a mistake you're looking for.
Couldn't tell. Did he run into the back of Dan Campbell's not going to be after that?
Maybe Reader.
Looked like he ran in the back of Joe Bocci, maybe?
Bocci, yeah.
Trying to make a cut back to the middle of the field, and he just ran into his own guy.
All right, so let me tell you what's going on with Christian Gonzalez, okay? Number one, you can read the post that I just put in the chat. Number two, Bryson, I'm sorry, not Bryson, the trainer for Gonzalez put out a tweet that said that they weren't close to a deal for Gonzalez's new contract. Okay, he doesn't want $50 million. I know that's been rumored too. He doesn't want $50 million. Maybe $50 million over 2 years, but not per year. That's asinine. So there's that. So his trainer puts out a tweet that says, "Oh, they should just trade him," and then he deletes it. Obviously, he doesn't have the right to say that. Shouldn't say that. Then people start, "Oh, hey, Lions are going to be trading him, for him in the next 24 hours." I mean, look, if it happened, great. Brad's going to give up 2 first-round picks to bring him in. At least. And it might be more. And then we got to figure out a way to pay him. But here's the other thing. The accounts on Twitter that started these flames, at Richard Johnson NFL, think about it, y'all. Dick Johnson. Come on, man. Come on. And then the other one, the NFL drop, all fake. They're all fake accounts. They even say that there's satire on the accounts. They got me once and never again. Vito Churko writing an article about it. Like, this stuff is just, y'all, wait till you see my article about Tesla, because Vito Churko's in there. Lions sideline report is in there. And who else is in there? There's another one. There's another quoted. Yankee from PFF, which is purely false and fake stats, right? That's PFF, purely false and fake stats. So these people are out here just trying to pump clicks. That's all they do, is toxic media. It's all they are. They never print anything that is not rage bait. They never print anything that is factually accurate about real things. It's always causing or stirring some sort of pot of drama. That's what it is. I mean, y'all are smart.
He might have been bobbling the ball before he even kind of made that.
Oh, yeah, he was bobbling. But think about it.
Good ball security is job security.
How the hell can the Lions pay
But it's truth.
Christian Gonzalez right now?
Decider when you're making
Even if we were to cut Kirby, we lose money. Oh, that should have been a pick, Rake. What are you doing? Or not Rake. Who was that? Abney?
Good coverage from
Abney.
Keith Abney on the outside. It is
Even if we could bring him in, how are we going to pay the guy? Okay, so right now, his contract is nothing. Do you think he's going to come to Detroit and not get a new deal? He won't play. Trade me. I won't play. There's no way the Lions, there's no way that the Lions could ever pay the guy. Not unless you plan on not paying Branch or Laporta. Then it fits. But if they were to bring in, I'm just saying this. I'm not saying Sam would do this, and I'm not saying Branch would do this because Branch is coming back from an injury, and so is Sam. If they brought in another player and paid him 25, it'd be $25 million a year. They're going to be like, where's my money now? You know what I'm saying? And then maybe they say, yeah, I got a back. I can't play. My Achilles don't feel right. I can't play. So it ain't happening, man. It ain't happening.
We're just playing charades up here.
It ain't happening.
Third down.
Go get the quarterback.
Pressure coming. Leonard is.
Oh, there it is. There it is, Rake. He's been hanging that ball out all morning, man, all afternoon. He finally got it. And Hassanin is the most excited about it all. Look at him.
Look at Ahmed Hassanin skipping off the field because he knows what he did. It was carnage back there.
He is such a ball of energy, man. Watch him coming over the right tackle, 73. Just a little speed rush to the outside. Eric O'Neal's going to match him on the left side.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Now, that is the Rake straw I want to see. Now, is his shoulder still in one piece? There we go. How did they let O'Neal and Hassanin get a free rush? There we go. There we go. Ennis needed that, man. He needed that confidence boost. Let's do something with it, Dobbs.
Sometimes you get out there, you're inside your own 30-yard line. Hey, we got to come up and find a way to make a play.
They've done that all preseason.
Oh, they have. Kelvin Shepard.
Well, making sense. Who posted that the first time?
At least about his defensive line. We're going to
Was that Attila? Attila, where did you hear it from?
For the first couple weeks with Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph, probably not going to be available. But
J-Rod, yeah. Is one of them named Jack Mehoff? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Exactly. Exactly. And then I'll be like, Heavy always puts out bullshit. I mean, Detroit Jock City. I mean, honestly, I think that is just the unprofessional in just another format. You all know who I refer to the unprofessional. I mean, Detroit Sports Nation. Look, I thought that dude was good. He tried to hire me, but yeah. I mean, it's still pumping just BS out here. How many other content creators went out and started making videos about this? Probably 50, and then they probably got a bunch of clicks for it. Even if I saw it, I would have done what I'm doing right now. And I would have said, y'all need to do your research and see where this came from. Because the trainer is the one that said, you should just trade the guy. He didn't say go trade him to the Lions. He just said you should just trade the guy. And then it was, like I said, it was the other idiots on Twitter that started pushing this stuff. Here, where's the other one? Let me find the other one. Let me find the other one. Dick Johnson. I just don't know how people don't put 2 and 2 together. I mean, it's just like this. The Jets are expected to check in. This is from Dick Johnson. It's supposed to check in on the Chiefs quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, this offseason. If Mahomes doesn't make the playoffs this year, he might prefer to rebuild with a different team. So in 1 week, the Jets are bringing in Mike Tomlin, Patrick Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson. Come on, people. Like, you're just insulting people's intelligence here. I'm not saying that a wild trade couldn't happen or a player couldn't go to another team. That can all happen. But let's be real, man. Let's just be real. I'm trying to find the one from Johnson here. The other one. This shit's got me fired up this year. If you haven't noticed the different energy, because I'm just over it. You know, I started out in the very beginning just being cool, calm, collected, and I'm still that guy. I mean, I still try to be respectful, but my energy has changed because I'm just, I'm just over it. We don't need all this fake news and I know that's a wild term, but we just don't need all these falsehoods flying around. What's the point? I mean, if your account is legit satire, okay. But when what are supposed to be credible news sources start running with it, that's the bothersome part. Maybe I should just create a fake account and start printing out, a bunch of just false stuff about every team. I could just tell AI every day, hey, create some false story that would, get engagement, find me a photo, and then I could build a bot to post it on my Twitter every day, all day. Maybe I should. I'd probably make a bunch of money, huh? It's not worth it to me. It's not worth it. And this guy puts out a lot of content. Damn, that was a bullet, Dobbs. How did Dortch hang on to that?
Quarterbacks are usually pretty smart.
Yeah, they are.
Usually.
Okay. That sounds like a by experience.
Bro, I know someone just didn't drop $500 into the chat. You got to be kidding me, Craig Hogue. Bro, what are you doing, brother? Craig, oh my God, brother. What are you doing? Craig, I really super appreciate it. Let me read your message real quick. It says, the difference is Will. You do this because you love it. And they are desperate for clicks to make a living. Let's go, Rocked On. Dude, you're 100% spot on, brother. 100% spot on. I've been doing this from the jump because, one, I've been a fan of this team for my whole life. Two, I've had a lot of wonderful memories with my family and my dad. And then three, when cancer changed my life, I remember telling Megan, I just want to do the things that make me happy. I want to do the things that I've never been able to do. I want to chase something because if I didn't have tomorrow, I would die with a lot of regrets. And I would spell it right too, I would spell it, not R-A, like that one tattoo. So that's why I started doing this. And then as I got into it, I'm like, man, it would make a ton of sense to, if this platform works out, to do something even better, and that's help the community. And that's where Rocked On Cancer Foundation was born. Aside from all the negativity that some idiots try to create, my mission is not changing. And what I'm doing is not changing. And it's people like you that recognize it, Craig Hogue. So I appreciate you and a lot of others that recognize it. And so it's greatly appreciated. So thank you. From the bottom of my heart, man. Y'all are the best fans in the world. I say that every day. Don't change. Don't change. Just keep being the fans that you are, because at some point, there's going to be that straw that breaks the camel's back, right? And then that crowd of toxic mess, nuclear fallout is just going to end up going away eventually. Might take a while, but I'm going to continue to do this and hopefully find a path. Look at that pass! Wow! Lucky is having a day.
Continue to move the clock down to 11
Insane pass right at the half.
But the Lions have been up
Wow.
all day to get lucky. That's his 5th catch here in the first half.
He just jumped Tay Martin.
Call it 12 seconds. They'll add 2 seconds more.
And empty pressure.
Wow. Anyway, Craig, man, super appreciate you, bro. From the bottom of my heart, man.
Pick somebody up. Gets knocked out a little bit, but slow the guy down. Give your quarterback time to deliver that football. You know you're going to have one-on-one on the outside anytime you have a 6-man pressure. Good job by Josh Dobbs. Staying in the pocket, hitting that back foot, trusting his guy. Look at the catch. One hand goes secure. Lucky Jack. Man, that play earlier in the game with the intercept, that seems like it's so long ago. This guy has done nothing but make plays right now. That is so impressive, especially in a 2-minute drill. Get your team down into the red zone. 12 seconds here. Try to punch this thing and get that momentum back on your side going into halftime.
He's got 94 yards in the first half. No timeouts. Got to throw it. End zone. Touchdown.
There we go. I missed it.
Outstanding.
I got it. Tay Martin, he gets the cleanup duty.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And win the blue and silver wave. Stand and cheer the brave. Rah, rah, rah. Go hard, win the game. With honor, you will keep your fame. Down the field and gang, a Lions victory. Go Lions!
Yeah, buddy, go Lions, man. Tay Martin with cleanup duty on the TD. Love it. Lucky Jackson. He's creeping up. He's creeping up my roster right now.
Kick the tires on a 2-point conversion play.
Remember when my dad and I went to the first camp? Lucky Jackson was one of the players that we came away with that day that, they went for the 2-point no good, huh?
The Colts have already tied this preseason.
Lucky Jackson was one of the players that we came away with that day that we really felt good about. I remember talking about him that night.
Yeah, a little high, but look at Josh Dobbs. He doesn't panic, right? It's a little bit over his head. Okay, let me find the football. Let me resecure it.
And he's been quiet ever since. Like, he's been making plays in practice with teams and that, but special teams has been very quiet throughout the preseason. This is what he needed, and the problem is, as Dan and others had mentioned, Dan and others have mentioned, like, most of these spots are decided before the game, and it's going to take one breakout today to change their mind. And that's what the next 24 hours or 26, 27 hours, whatever it is going to be, is that they're going to evaluate this film now. And look, it's all on the line, and these guys are trying to put it all together.
And be efficient, right? Keep the offense moving forward.
Out of the back of the end zone. I mean, you see the look on his face, right? Josh Dobbs has been through it. He's smiling after the touchdown. He even says, if I'm reading lips.
Hey, Craig, do me a huge favor, man. Can you email me at mailbag@rockdown.com? I think you have in the past, but just want to make sure I have it. And then for anybody that's going to compete, remember, if you're going to do the 53-man competition, got to get those 53s in by the end of this game, so that we don't start hearing tricklings of cuts. They could start right after the game. I would say that the earliest that we might hear something happening would be, I mean, it could be 10, 11 o'clock tonight. I would say that the Lions are probably going to want to get home and have some conversations in that, or talk on the bus or the flight, whatever. I don't even know how they traveled to the game. They probably flew. Here's Dan Campbell.
So many situational drills. How did you see that come to life in that last 2-minute drive from your offense?
Really good composure. To get the pick, let's start there. We get the pick, Rakestraw. It's a big play there at the end, sudden change, going the other way. And I thought Dobbs, that old line, the receivers made plays, one-on-ones. Drew made some really good calls, and we just managed that situation perfectly, really. Got all the way down there. Wanted to go for 2 just to try one for halftime, give a guy one-on-one. Didn't work out. That's okay.
Your running backs, too, have really impacted this game. What has allowed them to do that?
Well, the O-line. The O-line is running off the ball right now, and it's noticeable. We're moving the line of scrimmage, and look, Sailors is making a lot of runs. All those guys have had some runs, but Sailors is taking advantage of that and finding those creases.
Hey now.
Appreciate it, Coach.
All right.
Hey now. Hey now.
Happy Dan Campbell on our.
What about Travion Henderson, bro? What about Travion, Dan? Don't you sell him out short. Come on, Dan. I'll do a breakdown here in just one sec. Be right back. And J-Rod's now getting in the action. Immortal Soul, Poppy Boy, Andy School, Good Trouble, and Motor City Prince. I like that name. That's a cool name. They're all great. Welcome into the Lions Faithful. All right, let's break it down. Okay. First half, man, it's been kind of an up and down half, but I think that the Lions are cooking right now. As Dan Campbell mentioned there at the tail end of the half, this offensive line is running, right? Running off the snap. And that's just a term of endearment by a head coach saying that this offensive line is moving, man. They're moving guys, and they're kind of having their way with the Colts today. There's been some big plays in the first half. Let's start with Skylar Gill-Howard, a sack. Ahmed Hassanin, Eric O'Neal combining for what would have been a sack had he not got the ball away. And this Rakestraw ends up taking the ball away with that added pressure. Lucky Jackson, he's really leading this group right now. He has he's 6 yards away from 100 yards in the first half. 5 catches, 5 targets, 94 yards. The only thing the guy doesn't have is a TD. And quite honestly, I think that Petzing should have dialed that one up for Jackson, not Martin. But Martin, 4 of 5 targets, 16 yards, 1 TD, cleanup duty for him. I would say between those two guys, those are the two that are battling for that last spot. Unfortunately, Tom Kennedy, no action. I don't even know if he's in the game. Has anyone seen Tom Kennedy out there? I was so busy earlier, I didn't. I haven't seen everybody in the game, but I don't know that Tom Kennedy's been out there. And so, if he's not out there right now, is he locked in? He could be. I'm gonna have to pay attention in the second half and see if Kennedy's been out there. No TK85 for you, Craig. I haven't seen him either. He might be locked in. That was one of my biggest calls this week. I've been telling y'all. Something about TK85. He might get a shot this year. Josh Dobbs having a hell of a first half. 12 of 14. 12 of 14. He almost has a perfect passer rating. 110 yards, 2 TDs, no interceptions, 0 sacks. Luke Altmaier, also 5 of 7, 48, 1 interception, no sacks. What I'm noticing with the play plan today, or the playbook today, is that Drew Petzing is dialing up some efficient routes for the receivers to kind of give these, the quarterbacks and the receivers a better opportunity to make some plays today. There's been some deep passes, but I can't say this more than what I have all first half, or better than I did the first half. Josh Dobbs has really put together not only a couple of good drives, but some of the passes that he's thrown today are not only difficult passes to throw, but he's fit some tight windows. He's dropped some right in the bucket. Look, he had a couple of bobbles and one bad pass, but that was really about it. Dobbs looks much more comfortable now in his third preseason game. He's been with the team now for about, 12, 14 days now. So he's looking a lot more comfortable. Luke Altmaier, not as comfortable. I think that this is Josh Dobbs. Position to lose right now as quarterback 2, heading into cuts tonight. I would be really surprised, but as I've said before, the only way that Altmaier makes this roster is if Josh Dobbs is agreeing to go to the vet squad. And then they somehow sneak Altmaier down to the practice squad, protect him every week, and then bring Dobbs back up. That's some wild roster gymnastics, but it has happened before, and it could happen again. Jacob Sailors, look, he popped early, 12 carries, 67 yards, had a 22 long, which that tells me, I know that Dan's impressed by him, and I've been impressed by Sailors too. But if you boil this back a little bit, turn the heat down on the 67, and let's look at the 45 yards that he has on 11 carries. So that kind of tells a different story, right? Still averaging 4 yards a carry, but the 67 divided by 12 is 5.6. So either way you slice that pie, he's having a good day. Travion, 4 of 21. Last week, he played really well too. He's averaging 5.25 per carry. Josh Dobbs had 1 run for no yards. I think it was just a quick scramble. It wasn't designed. Greg Dortch, 2 for 22. Look, Greg's locked. I don't even know why he's out there anymore other than getting some reps. Jackson Meeks has looked good. He's not been targeted a whole lot, but he looks good. He's kind of taken on that Tesla role. Tesla is not playing today, hasn't been in. And so then that goes back to, again, that article by Vito and the others. Look, Tesla needed reps. He needed snaps. He's a young player. He needs to hone his craft a little bit. He needs to go up, against some live bullets. The reason why you're not going to have some starters in today, and I said this at the very beginning of the offseason, why is it that you don't want these guys playing in the third game? This is why. You have a bunch of guys out there that are trying to earn a spot. So they're going to play a little bit faster. They're going to take risks. And they might also risk some penalties by taking a big swipe at somebody with a big hit. That's why you don't have them out there. And you have a lot of uneducated guys. Like they've been playing football their whole life, but they're uneducated in the scheme. They've only been in it for a few weeks, maybe a couple of months, and you don't want them making mistakes. The one thing about the offensive line is that it's like a giant choreographed dance, right? That's really what it is. When you have guys that are young and they haven't gone through the choreography, long enough, they make mistakes. Players get hurt. They get rolled up on. They get stepped on, and that can lead to injuries. So that's why you don't want a lot of these starters out there, whether it's a receiver or an offensive lineman or, a linebacker, whomever. It doesn't matter. Every position, you're going to have some young guys there that are going to make some mistakes. Your 2 biggest players right now on D-ball, maybe your 4 top players on defense. Ennis Rakestraw showing up big with 6 tackles, 2 solo, and the 1 interception. Joe Bocci has 3 tackles, all solo. Had a nice hit, nice tackle early in the first quarter. Amin I'm not going to do it today. 3 tackles, 1 solo. Skylar Gill Howard obviously standing out above everybody right now with the 2 tackles, 2 solo tackles, 1 sack, 1 TFL. Ben Barch playing well. Keith Abney playing well. Nick Whiteside not so much, but they got him back there at safety. I don't know why. Ahmed Hassanin playing well. Eric O'Neill had a good rep. But other than that, they've been quiet. Look, I think Ahmed Hassanin is good. I think he's safe. Troy Reeder, there was going to be some competition here today. I didn't see it. You know what? I never put out my 7-on-7, did I? Son of a biscuit. That was the big one today that I needed to get out. See what happens. I should probably still post it. It's still early enough. All right, I'll try to get that posted. Try to get that posted here during the second half. Now that I'm not fighting with my computer. Let's see here. There we go. Anyway, to wrap up your first half, look, we got some guys making plays. I think McCreary's good. I think Bocce has a shot. Rakestraw's good. Gil Howard's good. I think Abney's good. I think Whiteside's been good, but now I'm starting to question why they got him back there at safety. If they're just trying to give him some looks or you know, I know we're thin, but that's not helping his case today. It's not. He hasn't been a major concern, but there's a couple plays where I'm sure that he would love to have a better opportunity. So anyway, that's your first half update for the Lions. As far as the other side for the Colts, Anthony Richardson was 7 of 10, 1 sack, no interceptions, no TDs. Riley Leonard 3 of 7, 1 interception. Rushing, Lions once again, the entire team is under 31 yards for the Colts through the first half. Indianapolis receiving, 128 in the first half. Lions, 158. Here's Jared Goff.
Jared, how would you describe the chemistry this offense has built throughout this training camp?
Yeah, it's been great. It really has. We've got a lot of really good skill players and a lot of guys who like to work hard and talk and get on the same page. I'm blessed to play with a lot of good players.
What has impressed you the most about Luke Altmaier and his adaptability into this offense?
Yeah, he's done a good job. We get to see him again right now, but I think just bouncing back from unfortunate plays, like mistakes that aren't really his, that have happened to him a few times, and him not being flustered by it.
Appreciate it, Jared. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Exactly as you said, TJ. Jared Goff.
All right, here we go.
Thing off the early miscommunication. And here we go. Lions will have it. And Dominic Lovett will take a knee for the touchback. So Luke Altmaier right back out. If Jared Goff is going to notice it as a trait that you want in a quarterback, it's a great sign.
No doubt. And just being steady, right? Being that same guy. You're going to make mistakes. Everybody is going to make mistakes. Doesn't matter if you're a 15, 20-year vet. You're never going to go through a game and say, man, I played perfect. You're always going to have probably 4 or 5 plays that you want back. But especially at that quarterback position, just to bring stability, give the rest of your group confidence. Because you can feel that in a teammate sometimes. If they come off with a mistake, you can kind of see in their eyes and say, okay, man, he is flustered. Yeah. But the fact that he notices that, not only with Luke Altmaier, but even last week with Josh Dobbs with a couple turnovers early in that game, how are you going to respond? How are you going to lead this offense? And both guys have done a great job.
Snap issue, he'll just fall on it. I mean, when you're the quarterback, you can't just be a co-pilot. You have got to be.
You got to run it. You got to run it. You got to run the offense. And when you're talking about a number 2 quarterback, hopefully we never have to see these guys play. I say that as a compliment to Jared Goff.
Sure.
But can we continue to run the offense the way that the game plan is designed to run? Or do we have to completely change? Do we have to go to a read option? Do we have to go to more rollouts and use the legs? Or can you operate with what Drew Petzing and Dan Campbell and this offense try to do? That's going to be hugely important. There you go, a little read option.
And he'll take it and get bear hugged down at the 34-yard line by Hunter Wohler, who's been pretty active, the rookie former Badger. It'll be 3rd down for the Lions, and they have been 7 for 8, this offense, on 3rd down this afternoon.
And that was the difference in that first half, early, the situational football, being good on 3rd downs on both sides of the ball, and also in the red zone, scoring 3 times, and defense.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to get this article out.
Got Gus Hartwig, who just signed this week. Yeah, clean snaps, first and foremost.
Got to get to the 45. Altmaier going through his progressions. He gets hit. He loses the ball. It's down.
That looked like a forward pass, but come on, Altmaier. He's not making good decisions at all.
Altmaier tried to release the football. Instead, he got dropped, and Gums is on top of the ball for Indianapolis.
Hey, there's your boy, Raw. Gums.
Full team celebration, too. The initial protection looked like it was good enough.
It was
Just
good. You
did
got to
not
move your
look what he
freaking
saw
feet.
downfield.
That's a forward pass. Oh, no, he
Pump
held
fake.
it. It's a
Missed
face
the
mask.
in there as well. That one was
Come
pretty
on,
obvious.
man.
Let's just replay here. Knocked the ball out, but then Luke it's still going to be probably a fumble either way. But
if he releases that ball, that's going to be an incomplete pass.
Previous play
And it may be, actually. We're going to take a look. That arm was coming forward, but it looked like he was going to then tuck it. Now, this is one thing, though, that I know.
Tuck rule.
This is one thing that Dan Campbell has mentioned, though, about the quarterbacks is that if you're going to hold the ball for too long, bad things will happen.
100%.
Because the protection is designed to last 3, maybe 4 seconds, right? You're at a disadvantage on the offensive line if you're asked to protect for that long. And I thought the offensive line did a really nice job. Miles Frazier, a little bit of inside penetration initially, but he washed the guy down. And then, once you get to your 3rd, 4th move as a defensive lineman, and that means the quarterback's got to get rid of the football. Even if,
Call that face
I know it's
mask.
preseason. I know guys want to make plays, but when you get to the regular season and it's 3rd down, and hey, there's nothing there. I've got no options. Get rid of the football because you have a weapon in Jack Fox.
Yes.
You have a guy that can flip the field. And the way that your defense has been playing today, getting off the field, especially on a lot of those 3rd downs, it's not a bad situation to be in.
No, and you see the frustration washing over Luke Altmaier's face as he talks to Drew Petzing over on the sideline. He knows that's the type of decision that Dan Campbell's not looking for as he evaluates the tape here. But it all moves fast as a rookie. There's a lot to learn in the NFL, and that's speed.
It's so fast and difficult because obviously you don't want to. If the defense has the perfect play call, the perfect coverage for the route combinations that you're trying to run, you don't want to throw the ball into, let's say, double coverage. So, but there's got to be a time clock in your head at the same time to say, nothing's there, nothing's there, nothing's there. Either use your legs to get out of the pocket, try to extend the play, or throw it 10 yards, 10 rows up into the stands and live to see 4th down and let Jack Fox flip the field for you.
Is he in the process of the pass here is the question.
It's going to be so close. We're about to find out.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. 1st down, Colts.
Yeah, had he released the ball as his arm was coming forward, even at that late stage, you're going to get an incompletion out of that.
Yeah. And even if the defensive lineman who was right in his face, just throw it right at his face mask, right?
Yes.
Throw an incomplete pass. Do something. Take a sack, even if that's which looked like he was trying to do, just couldn't find a way to secure the football enough before that contact was made.
Now Easton Stick is the quarterback out of that powerhouse at North Dakota State that's just joined the Mountain
Unfortunately,
West.
man, I think Altmaier's burned his last bridge today.
DJ Gittens, who got into the end zone in the first half, and he gets drilled. There are 2 markers in. Eric Hunter, the rookie out of Morgan State, popped him. And
There you
we'll
go,
check
Eric.
the flag.
Holding. Offense number 66. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
The Lions were penalty-free in that first quarter. It has been a minimal penalty afternoon.
Take a look at the center here, working on, I think that's Chris Smith, the nose tackle. Yeah, anytime your feet get beat, your hands are outside the frame of your body. His referees are in a great position behind that offensive line to see that. But it's a great job by Chris Smith of just continuing to work in the backfield, right? Continue to move your feet. Don't just go to the ground. Sometimes you might miss that. Chris Smith doing a really nice job, continuing to work in the backfield and setting Indianapolis up for a 1st and long.
Call it 20.
Is it 20? Roughly.
I just read the graphic. Stick to throw. He'll zip it down the middle. Some soft coverage. And Deion Burks, the rookie out of Oklahoma by way of Purdue, not far from here, gains 8. And again, the defense has a chance to be the fixer here for the Lions.
And they have been not only throughout the first half, but really all preseason. It seems like they've been thrown into so many
Want to see some of these other guys step up, man.
Hey, we just got off.
Come on, Reader.
Oh, kickoff return team fumble. We got to go right back out there. We're tired, man. We're gassed, but you still got to find a way to get out there and produce and make plays, and they have been doing that.
They'll motion out the tight end, Pharaoh Brown.
Oh,
down the middle, and it is incomplete.
Amos Brown with a pass breakup
as well. It'll be 3rd down and 12. The Lions converge there.
Maris Brown was so close that time. He read that route the entire way.
Nice break, bro. Nice
got
work.
The hand on it. That's a really nice play from a young
TJ,
safety
stop
back there coming to help out
repeating
his
what I said, bro.
Linebackers, you usually don't feel good about coverage if you're one-on-one with a receiver that is a little bit speedy, but Maris Brown read the coverage, knew where his help was, and man, had a chance to take that football away. It's a good stop.
The rookie on a UNLV. Colts have to get to just
Looks like my graphics are holding up.
line.
Oh, that was so close. Who got in on that?
Giddens, a whirling Dervish. He breaks one tackle and a second one.
We looked like the left defensive tackle. I didn't see who was in, but man, he was a quarter second away.
Still short of the line to gain 4th and about 4.
Yeah, and if you're the Colts, why not go for it?
Well, if they're not going to replay it, I'm going to put a mute on. I'm going to go back and replay that. I want to see who that was. And my mouse is not working right. Oh, I guess I'm not going to be able to replay it.
Easton stick throws far side.
Oh,
and is incomplete.
that could have been a flag, but that was another play there by Ryan Cooper.
By Bump Cooper Jr. on the
Bump.
coverage to
Bump Cooper.
A turnover on downs.
Big time stop. Good pass rush. Bump Cooper. Tight coverage. Get your offense back on the field.
All right. Be right back. Brian Facchini. Little interview here.
I got to tell you, Ford Field for one preseason game was pretty live last week.
It was unbelievable. We have amazing fans. We had over 25,000 at training camp, over 50,000 last week for a preseason game, and we're really excited to get them in the building in a couple weeks and get this thing kicked off.
What are you most excited about with the Lions this year, Brian?
Yeah, I think for fans, we made a lot of changes. We spent a lot of the offseason really working on the fan experience. So we've got a bunch of new food deals, deals in the den. We brought prices down on beer and some other things. And I know you probably want to call this play.
We got pictures. Altmaier will hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain or so for Sailors. Second down coming up. You said food, man,
Yes.
close to my heart.
Well, yes, and we've got some food deals. We've got some beer deals for the big fellow over here. We've got new value meals. We've got some kids meals that are out there. And really we've got some new entertainment stuff that'll happen in Gate G. We really spend the offseason thinking about the entire consumer experience and giving back to these fans that are so amazing to us.
What drives that? Like, how
Bro,
do
unless you
get
cut the
there?
prices
How do
in
you
half.
decide on those sorts
Come on,
of
man.
things?
Yeah, I think we listen a lot.
I'll just be
We
honest
listen
here.
to
Sorry, Pacini, I got to cut you out for a minute. I bought 2 things of chicken tenders at the Lions loyal party, whatever the hell you want to call it, on the 19th. And so they gave you $20, right, of cash in your account for every ticket you had. So we have, 10 tickets, $200. I went and got 2 things of chicken tenders and 1 soda, and it was $62. I was overcharged by $10. Like, somehow it should have only been 52, but still $52. And I mean, you're talking 3 decent sized tenders and like a cup of fries. I mean, it's insane. It's insane how much it costs. You want to go get a good burger in the building and some fries and a drink, it's $37 a person. It's crazy.
I will tell you.
He loves flying.
I'll tell you, my biggest regret of the offseason is that we didn't get the big fella here over to Munich and some Lederhosen for Oktoberfest.
That's exactly what I was about to say to you.
There you go. A little rollout.
Horton on the catch. He'll get about a yard. It's a wonderful picture.
The mental picture is amazing. We were trying to get a real one, but we're excited to get over there. We have amazing fans in Germany, and we're stoked to get over there.
Who was walking funny? Sunburst?
You're normally at the front of the plane. Us low guys, we're at the back of the plane. If you've ever sat next to me, even on a 30-minute flight, you would understand why I have no interest in trekking over to Germany. But I know you guys are excited about that. And even some of the stuff you guys do before the game and just building the fan base over there. That's got to be.
We've done a lot of stuff over the last couple of years. I mean, obviously, Amon being from over there is a huge draw. We've had a lot of other guys who've gone over.
Oh, big sack.
Altmaier goes down. He is sacked all the way back at about the 26-yard line by Carter, the defensive back out of Robert Morris. The expansion through Europe for the NFL, as somebody who loves to travel, is very close to my heart and my mind. What have you seen from fans?
It's been amazing. They're huge sports fans over there, and so converting them from whether it's soccer or rugby or cricket into football fans has really been the mission. And we've seen a great response from folks, especially in Germany, where we have a big presence.
Third down and long. Altmaier down the middle. That's a low ball, and it's incomplete. A rare time the offense has bogged down. I mean, you've watched some of this game. The offense has been pretty crisp.
It's been really good. It's been fun to watch you guys. I mean, Lucky Jackson's had a heck of a first half. I think Dobbs looked really good, so exciting to see the offense start clicking a little.
We have the enormous Meyer banner on the screen right now. So I feel like I should ask you about the partnership, because they're obviously important to the Tigers as well, where I spend most of my weeks. Some great people over there. What does that partnership do?
They've been amazing. I mean, obviously, they help us across the board. The flag is out now for folks. It's a custom Meyer flag, and all those proceeds go to our food insecurity program around Thanksgiving.
That's fantastic, Brian. Thank you so much for the update. Look forward to new entertainment and food and everything at Ford Field.
Thanks, guys, for having me. Appreciate it.
Stuff, man.
Brian Ficini here. Lions with the lead, 19-13.
All right, so the article here, I'm just trying to figure out a title for it, but the Lions are linked to a center and a quarterback upgrade. And then I have multiple other players that I went and found that also fit this mold. There's a couple of players in here that may or may not get cut, including a couple that the Lions are technically interested in. It could require a trade. I just don't see it happening, but sources tell me there's 2 at least that the Lions are interested in: a quarterback and a center, center guard, and it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next 36 to 72 hours. You know, if any of these players get cut, if Brad pulls the trigger and brings, you know, one or two of these guys in, I think it all depends on what happens here today. You know, who helps himself today in this game. And so far, a couple of players have helped themselves. Mason Miller right now is helping himself at center. And so that could negate the need to go and bring, you know, this player in that's on this list. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I kind of like a couple of these players too. I think it makes a lot of sense. All right, we'll be right back when they. Oh no, they're already back on. Look at that. You know, I've been to Indianapolis so many times, and I've never been to this park ever.
Great driving deserves great rates. Switch to Cure Auto Insurance to save today. Indianapolis, Indiana, the home of the Colts, who are in year number 4 under Shane Steichen. It's the final port of call for the Lions in preseason play before the opener coming up on September the 13th against the New Orleans Saints at Ford Field. And we thank Brian Ficini for joining us as Ulysses Bentley IV is on his way to the 32-yard line. Taylor the stop. It's a first down for Indianapolis.
It's a heck of a name.
Ulysses Bentley IV. He had 1 carry last year, his first year in the league, a transfer from SMU to Ole Miss, 1 carry in their opening win against the Miami Dolphins, and didn't see action offensively in terms of touching the ball after that. But they do have some decisions to make in the running back room after Jonathan Taylor, who has been such a horse for them, as that's batted down at the line of scrimmage. And it is 3rd down coming up. That was Morris Brown again.
Yeah, nice pressure call there from Kelvin Shepard. Going to get a one-on-one. Doesn't get a sack, but get the ball out, right? Make the quarterback panic a little bit, get some happy feet, and try to force an error. That time, I really like that call there from Kelvin Shepard, getting that one-on-one. And he's starting to incorporate his secondary a little bit more into some of those blitz packages that we've been seeing so far this preseason.
Well, there's just less time on task without Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch in there. Oh, baby, what a hit by Aaron Connor.
That's a heck of a play. Man, just staying patient at that second level, not running into contact. Don't run into the offensive line. Read it. Be patient. You can see Aaron Connor jumps in the A gap, jumps backside, and finish. Bring that ball carrier down. That's a big-time play there. Man, he's a name, too.
Yeah, he's
Coach
interesting.
Talking about. He's interesting. What he can do on special teams. This guy's a football player.
He's a rookie out of Morgan State. He's beat the odds basically his entire life, and he's fast, too. He was, in high school, a state title winner in 400-meter relay race action. As the Colts are still over on 3rd down, steps up, and he does have that first completion to Eli Pancole, the second-year man out of Duke. That is the first 3rd down conversion today for Indianapolis.
And the defensive line.
That's a great stat to have for the Lions, man.
Ahmed Hassanin was round in that corner a little bit late, but anytime you drop 7 guys into coverage, you expect a little bit tighter zone coverage there. That time, just way too much green grass in the middle of that defense. Somebody just late kind of getting to their spot to allow the Colts to pick up that 3rd down conversion. Watch Ben Stilley, 72, right in the middle of that defense.
They double team him here, and still they get to the quarterback. Stick with a smart move to get rid of it, but O'Neal was in there again. Eric O'Neal with a strong play as we check out the Lions' positional battle at defensive line, brought to you by Frankenmuth Insurance.
Yeah, they're playing pretty well, Aaron.
That's a lot of names. That's a lot of names. And look, we don't even see Aiden Hutchinson. We don't see, I'm sorry, DJ Wadham, Derek Moore. But those guys are obviously guaranteed. But on the interior of that offensive line or defensive line, I'm sorry, just the versatility that you can have. Can you play nose? Can you play a little 3-tech? Can you play some of that big end? They've got a lot of bodies in there that are doing a really nice job all training camp and preseason.
Stick under duress again.
He goes down again.
Miles Adams.
Here you go, Miles. About time we heard your name this year. I really like Miles Adams, man. He was such a good snake job by Brad Holmes last year.
Yeah, junior coming off the edge too, providing a little bit of pass rush. Miles Adams, yeah, slap hands. Third down. Kevin Shepard, man, he is loving. He's dialing up some pressures here now. Now it's third down. Got to be careful with what you.
Shepard
want to
always looks so damn angry, but he's so happy.
Coverage? Do we bring pressure? Looks like we're going to get more coverage from the defense right here, which means somebody up front's got to get home. Go win a one-on-one.
Lucas trying to get around the.
What is that, Attila? What?
They will stack up.
I like this twit. Aaron Donald has, in fact, decided to return to the NFL. He now wears 50 for the Lions. That's hilarious.
Maybe
Sky.
It looks about. We're going to try somebody.
All right, we got one article out. We're making some progress.
Defensive back for the Lions.
Oh, who's down? Oh, Eco Boydo?
Both knees at the 39.
Come on, man.
He took a shot on the initial contact there. Trying to come up and make a tackle. Doesn't look like anything. I mean, he's like he got popped maybe right in the shoulder. I hate to speculate about injuries, but.
And you know the last thing anybody wants in a game like this, in a last preseason game, is to come out of the game.
No.
You can stay in.
That
He's
sucks.
gonna want to try to stay in. As Dan Campbell's staring down the barrel of a 4th down and 6. They're looking at that arm of Echo Boydo, who was in on that hit.
Ooh.
Watch the shot, just kind of, right to that, looked like maybe that right shoulder. Another replay here. Coming up, trying to make a physical tackle. Violent game. So he's walking.
Got to wrap,
under his own
man.
Power,
You
but
can't just use your shoulder.
sometimes, and I'm not saying that's what this.
You got to wrap. Got to wrap.
Plays football. You're going to get a
Not that it would have helped, but
you hit that shoulder just in a weird spot,
you just try to hit him to take him down.
and it scares you for a little bit. Then you start to get the feeling that it's just. I'm not saying that's what happened here on this play, but there's some injuries that, some shots that you can take that kind of scare you a little bit. You need a minute to kind of get that blood circulating again and wake up and, okay, I think I'm all right. So doesn't look like anything to be too serious about, but 60.
All right, looks like the Colts are about to attempt a 60-yard field goal, man. Come on, get in there and block
Didn't
it.
get to kick in the first half. His first effort is from
Skyler in. Come on, Sky. Where you at?
under 5 to go in the
Come on, Eric. Come on, Hunter.
high snap. Hold
Oh
is
my
down.
God, that's good.
Raiders kick
If it's long, it's good. That's good. What a boot. What a boot. Was that Adam Vinatieri?
from 60.
Jesus.
You're in the competition.
What a kick.
It's not much more pressure than you get hit kicking a 60-yarder for your first kick.
Wow.
And he nails it. That had plenty of distance.
Every month, service professor.
Crazy. Be right back. No. We didn't score. Hold on. Wrong button.
sworn that I had a new overlay. Definitely not the right one.
Learn more. Visit DetroitLionsSuites.com or call 313-262-2222.
All right, come on, man. Let's go. Who's got it?
On the return,
Who's that, Martin?
He'll break one tackle and then not the second.
They love it.
Effort to get him
Just
down
love
the
it.
ground.
Man, they're really trying to give him a chance today.
To the 27, and that's where Luke Altmaier and this offense will show up again. You got 19 minutes plus in preseason to put something on tape right now. And I know we're not talking about the stars of the game, all of that. Dan Campbell mentioned this, that in some camps that he was in, even as a player, there was a guy or two that just showed up so much on tape and made a career out of this thing. You heard Patty off the top of the show talk about Brock Wright and the message Dan Campbell delivered to his team about Brock Wright before this last preseason game, about how you can take ownership of this opportunity to hit the roster. As Sailors has another nice run. Zach Horton with a block out in front and a first down and a gain of 19.
Watch Melvin Priestley, the right guard here, number 74, just reach in the three technique, driving upfield. This offensive line, like Dan Campbell mentioned, heading into halftime, he felt like they've been the difference maker. There you go. Colby Sorsdahl climbing up to the second level. Get a block. Give some room for that running back to go make a play. Offensive line's having a really nice game, not only in the run game, but the pass protection as well.
Here we go again, just rummaging right down the middle for another carry.
They gave away keychains at the preseason game?
Around 100 yards.
I didn't see those.
97 before that, given 3 for
also
even 100 for Sailors.
I didn't go.
And you get some musical chairs here. Miles Frazier, we saw it the first half starting at that right guard position. Now he's bumping out the left tackle. If you can continue to show that you can add value and play at a high level and just be consistent, that's what the coaches are looking for when you start talking about 6th, 7th, 8th offensive line. You keep 9 or 10 of those guys most times. How many positions can you play and how many positions can you play well and consistently where if your number gets called, we don't have to change the whole game plan and try to double team and try to help you out and try to change everything that we want to do, whether it's right guard, left tackle, right tackle, center. Maybe get some snaps there.
Yeah, let everybody.
Sorry, Jason.
No, I just let everybody do what they do and then fill in the offensive line wherever you can. But Sailors has been the beneficiary of that so far this afternoon.
And he's been taking advantage of every opportunity that he's been given. He is a guy that he's going to have a job in this league. I know that. He is an NFL running back. And not just when it comes to running the ball, but some of the pass protections, the blitz pickups that he's made this preseason have been very impressive as well.
Which is a huge piece.
Come on, Ma. You got to get moving. All right. That was a good pass. Good outlet there.
To the line to gain. That is a first down.
I don't know. He looks short.
Daniel Scott on the pressure sped up the timer, but Altmaier felt it well and comes up with a first down.
Yeah, a free runner off the backside, and Luke Altmaier has the awareness to see that. I got to break the pocket. I know I've got an unblocked defender coming off my backside. I have to be able to break this pocket, use my feet, gain a little bit of maybe an extra second to find that receiver downfield for another big third down conversion. That's been the difference in this game.
He gets the former high school basketball player Gordon on the catch as Roydell Williams, who just signed over the past week or so, is on in the backfield. And his first carry gets the Lions to the 38. Tim Smith with the stop. But this offense has been cooking unlike any time we've seen in the first couple of preseason games. That's not a knock, just sustained drive-wise, this has been a step above.
And there's been very few negative yardage plays. We haven't seen a run
0 in the first half.
-7 or one of those that puts you in a second and long. They are continuing to stay ahead of the chains, and it's so frustrating for a defense when you live in this world of 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5, because now you can't peel your ears back, and it's really an offensive lineman's dream to keep that defense guessing.
Williams again. So you feel that as an offensive lineman, those gains of 4 or 5, you feel the momentum?
Come on, Roy Dell.
You do, and you feel the defense start to wear out. You feel the defense start to get frustrated a little bit because everybody on defense, they want to get to 3rd and 10.
Man, this dude can be a punishing running back, man. I think he's going to need some time to season, but he's going to be a bruiser if he gets a chance.
Yes, you don't know what's coming. You don't know if it's going to be a run. You don't know if it's going to be a pass.
Hartwig's in, huh?
And if you can get that defense to slow down by even just a split second, that's going to give the offense an advantage. That's due to the offensive line.
Double tight end.
This is where he does his work. Come on, Roy. That of you?
The middle, it's a Roydell Williams first down.
Oh, fumble.
Did he lose the ball? He did. The ball is out.
Oh, Roy. That's not what I wanted to see, man. Was he down? Dan's like, damn.
And that's happened 1 or 2 too many times for Dan Campbell's liking today.
Yeah.
5 fumbles, 3 of them lost.
And this can happen. Can happen. You're going to convert a 3rd down, put yourself in scoring position. That ball gets popped up going the other way.
That sucks. I was hoping we were going to see something good out of the guy. We know he's a bruiser, man, but you gotta. You've gotta hold the ball. And I'm just realizing, like, all of my stuff is all screwed up. Everything. All right, let's see if this one's the right one. Sorry, y'all. You're like we're having guinea pig session today. Just trying to get everything fixed. It's such a problem. There we go. That's the right one. That's the intro, at least. Much different. Yeah, don't be a Packer. Smash the like button. There we go. That's right. Oh, some good pressure there.
Easton stick.
I think Miles Adams got to him too.
Backside, he didn't feel it coming, and it's incomplete. 2nd down. Miles Adams was in there visiting. Easton stick.
So close.
Yeah, and a good late rush here by Miles Adams. Working over the center, gets a little game, finds a crease late.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got rid of most of them, dude. John, they got rid of most of them.
that time from Miles
I
Adams.
completely lost
TJ, that is
OBS
the
today,
ninth
so I've been
time
rebuilding
a
everything on the
Lions
fly.
player has hit
That's why I
a
was
quarterback.
an hour late today.
Talked about it. Coach talked about it.
I really didn't want to use the temporary stream because it's just boring.
The Lions there.
There you go. Good,
Moat around Anderson.
good job, D. Good job.
His first carry.
Harris Brown making another nice play coming from that secondary position, playing the edge, getting in the backfield. I think that stood out to me every single game in this preseason so far, how violent the secondary has been. Getting downfield, reading run, don't second guess, pull the trigger, get downhill, go help that front seven, get in the backfield. And when you get a chance to make a one-on-one tackle, make it. They have not missed many tackles this preseason. It's been impressive.
That's coaching. Yeah.
It's coaches and it's demanding. It's setting a standard.
Third down. Pressure coming. Stick leans into it. That's incomplete. Really nice coverage for the Lions there right at the edge. That was Eric Scott Jr., who just joined the team.
Yeah, I'll say that guy's
fourth year out of Southern Miss on top of Hagen.
that guy's been with us for a full 24 hours.
You know, it's 3rd and 10. You're going to get a lot of stick routes, which means
I don't know anything about Eric Scott.
Right 1 yard, maybe 2 yard past that first down marker. You know it's a pressure too. You hear the play call. Okay, we're sending 6 guys. I'm in one-on-one coverage. Somebody's going to get home. I know this ball is going to come out fast. I can't afford to play soft. I can't afford to play off coverage. I've got to be sticky to this wide receiver and make a play without drawing a penalty. That was a heck of a rep.
Beautifully done by Scott. Here is Dortch from the 18. Greg Dortch has a seat.
Come on, Dortch.
To the outside.
There you go.
The 38.
Nice return, man. He had a crease too.
It's a net of just 30. Greg Dortch, and that's part of the reason why he's here, his ability on special teams.
Yeah, he can do it all, and seem like, man, if he could just get that one block right there, he would have a little bit opening. But you talk about that role that.
So I'm questioning. I'm going to question right now. Why did he switch the ball back to the inside or back to the inside? You always want to keep the ball on the outside, but he switched it in his hand like this and then parked it on the right side. I've always been taught and always taught others. You want the ball to the bound. Oh, that was almost a strip sack. He just got that off. But you always put the ball to the outside because if they do pop it loose, at least it rolls out of bounds or has the likelihood to do that.
15 minutes left to put it on tape for Calvin.
Man, too many commercials in this damn game. I swear. You know what I'm saying? Did you guys notice that? Where's Craig at? All right, Detroit. Be good to each other. Phone is dying. Love y'all. Keep up the good work. Will see you. Hey, Craig. Yes, wasn't ignoring y'all. Craig, love you, man. Appreciate you. $500 donation today is huge, and it'll do a lot of good. I promise you. Please email me, mailbag@rockdown.com, because I want to make sure I get something back to you. So, thank you again, and go Lions, man. Keep being the best fan in the world. One of the best fans in the world, right? Just like the rest of you guys. You guys need a buzzer to get my attention. Now, wouldn't that be cool? If like I could have mods that had buzzers and they could buzz me, that'd be sweet. Absolutely, J-Rod, man. We've actually been gaining quite a few. We've been doing pretty well. Seeing this out, this has been a really slow off season, and I took damn near 3 months off. Honestly, I didn't miss much.
Just missed, hanging out with everybody, but we still got a few in. Still got a few shows in at least. Aiden Hutchinson, here we go.
This D-line on the field, but what's the personality of this group like off and behind the scenes?
Yeah, we got a real tight-knit D-line, and you can see it celebrating together. Everyone's just really happy for each other, and I think they're balling out right now, so it's fun to watch.
What about the rookies? Who has really stood out and really impressed you?
Man, I think this is one of the best rookie classes we brought in with, Sky. Ahmed's not a rookie, but he's a young guy. Lucas, O'Neal, all those guys. We've got a lot of competition right now at DN, which is good. So it's fun to see, man. It's really it's cool to see a lot of great young talent, great young talent here.
And you're in year 5 now. What are some personal goals that you have for yourself going into this season?
Yeah, like every year we're shooting for the stars, and we're as a team, individually, we're going for it all.
Appreciate it, Aiden. Thank you.
Thank you.
Like that smile on his face. He has played like another defensive player of the year candidate
for sure
in training camp.
You know what's so valuable too is him getting Aiden Hutchinson getting to go against Penei Sewell every single day. Two of the best in the world at what they do. And there's times where Aiden's going to get the better of Penei a handful of times. It's going to be on the flip side, but deep down, man, that's really where you start to sharpen yourself going against the best players, and it's fun to watch and train.
That's not a trick play, bro. That's just a reverse.
And he's collected 2 yards shy of the line to gain. While Patty was talking to Hutch,
You must be ahead, but yeah, that's just a reverse. Unless you're way ahead and there's another play coming.
Quarterback sneak might be the worst play for an offensive lineman because
really,
well, there's just so many bodies flying.
But yeah,
and you're at the point of impact.
The double reverses and then the pitch backs, yeah, those are a little tricky. Here, I had something for that too. Where is that? I had something for Ben Johnson.
I'm trying to stop it too.
Shit, where'd I put it?
But they are an attitude play when you're able to convert.
Where did I put it? Probably gonna have to clip it out.
Dobbs.
Oh, come on, get up!
He is met.
Oh.
Knocked out of bounds. Kenneth Harris, who just signed.
Here you go. I'll clip this out, but I had this for Ben Johnson.
During the week, it'll be 3rd down.
That's just for Ben. Let's see if that gets hit. If it doesn't, I'm using it all year.
He's got it to Cunningham. Malik Cunningham with a 1st down for the Lions to move the chains and keep it away from Easton Stick.
And just a great job. Look at Josh Dobbs staying in the pocket. A little bit of pressure getting pushed back into his
Nice
face.
pass.
Doesn't panic. Doesn't try to scramble out. Doesn't try to extend the play. I know I'm going to have my guy, Malik Cunningham, right over the middle of the field at some point. Let me just buy an extra second, step up in that pocket, and trust my O-line's going to find a way to strain and keep that defensive line away from you so you can deliver that ball over the middle of the field for another 3rd down conversion.
It's 11 for 15.
It does, Super. It does. It looks good, and that was a good crisp snap there, Sunburst.
That's
it would probably help if I just put my chat in front of me.
Exactly what Dan Campbell and his offense want out of a backup quarterback. Travion Williams caught going side to side that time. He'll get 2. And it's 2nd down for the Lions. But Josh Dobbs has been around the block. He's played for Drew Petzing before, as we've talked about substantially.
Time we have left in this.
15 starts under his belt in the NFL in his career. And just an intelligent guy, a good teammate. It's a lot of what you're looking for.
Yeah, and reliable, I think, is the most important. Reliable. And, you've seen it, I think, a couple years ago in Minnesota. He came in with barely any practice and comes in and wins them a couple games.
Yes.
You want guys like that.
Down with the whole PP.
Yeah, you know me. And get chemistry fast with their skill players. And Josh Dobbs has been there.
Come on, Travion, go!
Little sidestep. Travion Williams finds his way to a yard short of the line to gain. It'll be 3rd down and 1. The Lions had an 8-minute plus touchdown drive earlier, and we are bearing down on another one of those sort of, I know it's been in theaters, but an odyssey of a drive for Detroit.
Odyssey.
A saga, if you will.
I have a joke in there, but can't tell it. I'll tell you off there.
Thanks.
Keep converted.
3rd and 1.
Down.
Hand off straight.
Oh, there he goes. Come on, baby, go.
Travion.
Oh, he doesn't have the wheels.
11.
If that was Gibbs, he was gone. But man, he does not have that breakaway speed.
Strong barrel-chested runs for Williams.
And the left side.
Oh, I love it. I love the breakout. Good work.
Zach Horton, the tight end, just completely washes. That play is not designed to go to the
Just
outside.
missed
that is
it,
designed
man.
to get in between the tackles. The Colts kind of collapsed. They slanted their guys down to the inside. Zach Horton, really nice job. Miles Frazier on that.
So the
left
post-game
side of
show
just
probably already
washing
went
their guys
out,
down, staying in front,
but
covering up the
it'll
numbers,
follow
keeping
the
those elbows in
game.
tight so you don't draw a holding call. And Travion Williams of having the patience to find that hole and hit the backside almost took it to the house.
Lions are in the Heinz red zone, and now Roydell Williams, who fumbled on the previous drive, gets another chance.
Come on, Roydell.
He's slung down after 2 by Taj Chambers, another rookie.
Look
for
like J-Rod
Indianapolis,
running.
moving down to under 9.5 in this fourth quarter, as the Lions are 3 for 3 in the red zone, punching it in so far this afternoon, TJ. And that's the offensive line.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm standing next to a lineman, but the offensive line has been phenomenal today.
They've been impressive, and very few quarterback hits. The run game has been super efficient. We saw Jacob Sailors. The numbers that we posted earlier has had himself a really nice game, and just covering guys up, getting to the second level. If you give these guys a chance to get to the second level, there's a chance that something really good's going to happen.
Oh, so close.
Cunningham, first and goal at the 1. He tried to plant it right on the goal line. He was touched down and maybe out of bounds. It is first and goal.
All right, who do y'all want the touchdown to go
Great
to?
protection again. Put the ball only where your guy.
'Cause I think we either need to see Lovett,
right?
Tay Martin,
1 yard line.
or put
Hit the back
Travion
foot,
back
pull the
in
trigger,
there.
Right? Don't wait. You got one-on-one coverage. Give your guy a chance to make a play. Josh wanted the touchdown there, just a little bit shy, but still a heck of a throw and catch there. Now is where you can really start to impose your will on the defense. Run this ball right up the middle.
This will be the 35th carry for the Lions today.
Oh.
No gain. Washington the stop, second and goal.
It's a good play call from the Colts, sending a safety off the edge, unblocked. Looked like it was maybe a little too long developing, I think, in the backfield for being on the 1 yard line. Sometimes you'd like to move that running back up to about 5 yards instead of that 7 yard depth that you normally see, just so you can hit that hole a little harder and be able to beat. It doesn't matter if they bring an unblocked guy off the backside. We're hitting it so fast with so much pace that you're not able to make a play.
They'll go shotgun here. Dobbs.
Oh, that's just a terrible play,
Incomplete.
Dobbs. Come on, bro.
Kenneth Harris.
You
who just
forced
joined
it,
the
man.
Colts with the coverage.
Forced it.
Third and goal. It's 7:28 to go in the fourth. The Lions have sucked off about half.
I mean, you just can't look and go that way. You've got
Good
to.
coverage. That's Drew Petzing and Dan Campbell.
You
just
gotta
saying,
survey
let's
the
try to give
field,
our guy
man.
Willie Cunningham a shot to go make a play.
I'm surprised Cunningham
Sometimes
didn't
it's
get
not there.
flagged.
Look at Dan Campbell. Yeah. Hey, give these young guys a chance to go make a play.
Smile on his face.
Yeah. Give them a chance.
There you go, Travion.
Up the middle. Williams gets a push. Touchdown. Josh Dobbs leaned in.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield, and win the blue and silver wave. Stand and cheer the brave.
Rock, rock, rock.
Go hard, win the game. With honor, you will keep your fame. Down the field and gang, a Lions victory. Go Lions!
Did he just miss that? Oh my God. Apparently, I should have included a kicker in the 15 cut down targets. What is going on with Bates? Like, this is a big story right now. You missing 2? The stream buffers every time I play that. That's good to know. That is actually fantastic to know. I'm being facetious, but I'm glad you told me that, because now I got to try to figure out how to fix that. That's never happened before.
This is what we live for.
I think I see why. I have 3 pieces of media in that, and it should just be one. So I will remake that. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. And that's just one of the touchdown things. I've got other ones that I'm working on. All of them will have the Gridiron Heroes music in it, like I did last year and the year before. But I've got a couple of other ones that I'm working on. What is going on with my head? Is my head totally off the screen right now? What in the world is that? You see, when I go into studio mode like that, like I'm totally off the screen. I'm telling you, something's wrong with OBS, man. Something is just wrong. That kind of stuff shouldn't happen. See, when I go into studio mode, you shouldn't be able to tell that there's anything that I'm doing behind the scenes. You shouldn't be able to tell anything. Because when I go into studio mode, I can transition faster, and that's why I got the Stream Deck working so that I can just press buttons and we're just right in it to win it, you know? We'll be good before week 1.
7 and change in the preseason.
I still got
for the
2
Lions.
weeks.
As DJ Giddens of Indianapolis, who had a touchdown earlier, returns it, still standing, whirling across the 30.
Christian.
34. 2026 Detroit
They're not
Lions
going
season
after
tickets
Gonzalez.
are sold out,
Don't fall
and the
for
Lions
it.
are now taking reservations for the season ticket wait list. No matter what hat you're wearing, benefits include priority access to seat selection and early access to single game and postseason ticket pre-sales. A lot of Lion fans have traveled for this closing game of the preseason. It's a split couple there, Lions and Colts.
It's so impressive. Every road game, being with this team the last 5
Chris,
years.
I raised you better than that, buddy.
On the road is
You know damn well they ain't.
You know what? Even as a player,
it is not a live ball. They're going to say,
love you though.
Progress stopped.
You know, as a player, when you go into some of these stadiums that feel hostile,
Unless you're just saying that just to get me
us
going.
against everybody.
Probably.
And then you get into the stadium and you see
That's what I would do.
20, 30% Honolulu blue. That gives you a boost. It's like, okay, man, we got a lot of support here with us. It's not just us against 80,000 people. We got 20, 25,000 people wearing Honolulu blue that are coming here to support us, and it does, man. It gives you some motivation. It gives you an adrenaline boost for sure. Lions fans are incredible.
Houston stick on the roll. He's got a completion across the 45 to Raylan Sharp, the rookie out of Arkansas. I've seen out on the Tigers.
Oh, no.
The injured Amaris Brown down. That is awful to see. He is in pain.
Eco Boy don't ever came back in either, did he?
He's had a really nice third preseason game today, too.
Yeah, he's made some
Shoulder
great plays in the passing game. Some great plays supporting the run. Couldn't really tell coming up there trying to make a tackle. Slipped.
What?
Man, we'll have to take a look.
I didn't see it.
Wasn't built on
I didn't see the injury unless he just pulled a muscle. Try to rewind it here.
25,000 people wearing Honolulu blue that are coming here to support us, and it does, man. It gives you some motivation. It gives you an adrenaline boost for sure. Lions fans are incredible.
Houston stick on the roll. He's got
Oh yeah.
the 45
All right.
to Raylan Sharp, the rookie out of Arkansas. I've seen out on the Tigers side too, as we got the injured Amaris Brown down. That is awful to see. He is in pain.
So I see the injury now.
He's had a really
when he reached out to do an arm tackle, the two things today that you can't do, just like Ennis Rakestraw did in his first game. You cannot lower a shoulder from the opposite side of the body where you're trying to tackle. The shoulder's got to be driving through the body on the right angle, right? That's going to turn into a shoulder injury. A lot of injuries happen because of poor technique. It's almost 100% of the time. And then earlier today, Iko Boydo tried to lower his shoulder, didn't wrap at all, just trying to hit him with a shoulder. That doesn't work. Maybe on some of the small guys, but not on some of the bigger guys. And then on that one, Amaris Brown was just running in. I don't know why he didn't take a better angle, but again, poor technique. You have to take a better angle. He had 12 yards in front of him of cushion to take an angle, and he didn't. So then he slides to the left, throws his arm out, and then he hit the ball carrier right with his forearm, right where his forearm and his elbow meet, kind of right in that same area. So he might have dislocated his elbow, to be honest with you. Or it's just a really bad, muscle strain or hell, it could be a broken forearm. Who knows? But you can't tackle like that. These guys are too big. Way too big.
Nowhere. The Lions swarm it.
What's up, GT? How was the Renaissance Festival?
And you'll take that. At this point of the game, just 6 minutes left.
DC 8091. I didn't forget about you. It's just been a wild week or so. Let's talk this week.
Defense, Kelvin Shepard, I'm sure he's telling his secondary especially, keep everything in front of you. We just can't let up that big chunk play, right? They want to take 3-4 yards downfield, let them.
The Lions defense has been supremely impressive in this preseason as a whole. Here is Bentley out of the backfield to jostle inside and set up a third down for the Indianapolis Colts, who again, they opened last year 7-1. They lost 8 of 9. The Daniel Jones Achilles injury certainly didn't help as they tried to pry themselves out of that hole. And we obviously haven't seen and won't see Daniel Jones in this game, but he should be ready to roll for the regular season.
And they're a well-coached team. You can just tell the physicality that the offensive defensive line play with. Reminds me a lot of Dan Campbell and his team.
Oh, come on, man.
Stick escapes.
Is that Adams again?
Crumples down and we'll check the mark. He's going to be short. Yeah, you're right, TJ.
I don't know if he meant to half sideways slide, but yeah, it looked like his knee was down right about that 46-yard line as he was trying to gain that first down. Yeah, and that's
close.
Should have been a first down.
Are you giving yourself up, though? If the referees think you're giving yourself up, you're down where you initiate the slide.
Well, they didn't give it to him. Oh, maybe they're going to review.
The snap and a false start.
False start.
4th and 1's going to become 4th and 6.
It's a little tougher to convert.
Snap infraction, offense number 61. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Josh Kreutz, the rookie out of Illinois, played there with Luke Altmaier.
Major, what are you doing working? Like, come on, man.
Now, line, get home.
Lions game days are sick days.
66 right there.
Unfortunately, you got to take 20 sick days this year.
He was in a couple of plays ago to force that flush out.
I thought we understood that.
Castle the tailback.
It's always a sick day on a game day.
O'Neal came inside. It's knocked away.
There we go. Nice play. There you go, Abney.
And the Lions again stonewall the Colts.
4 minutes left. The Lions going to be 2-1 in the preseason. Much better game today, y'all. Much better game today. All right, be right back. Right, all right. Did it do it that time? Aaron Green? Did it do it that time? Or it only happens on the touchdown one? Maybe it's only the touchdown one. The Dobbs look good, man. Dobbs look good. Can he stay that way? Oh, I think so. I absolutely think so. I think that Dobbs is just a product of time. That's it. It's, a lot of these guys that, come in late to a camp, their number one struggle is time. That's all it is. They just need some time. And he's been getting better every week. So I think it kind of proves itself out. The more time you give him, I think the better he's going to get. He had to get familiar with our scheme, right? I mean, the good news is there's some familiarity there with Drew Petzing, right? But not having any clue on what this offense was doing compared to when he was in Cleveland or Arizona, he had to learn it. And he's still far away from learning it all. But you can tell he looks a lot more comfortable. I think the biggest thing for Altmaier in Dobbs is less about being comfortable in the scheme, which Altmaier should be, and he should be way more comfortable in the scheme. It's the decision making, I think, is the most important thing that Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes are looking at right now. What is their decision making? And today, look, Altmaier's made some terrible decisions. That little half-cocked, tried to do a Tom Brady tuck rule, didn't know what he was doing with the ball. Like, you have to be decisive. If you're going to throw it away, you got to throw it away. If you're going to take a sack, you got to take a sack. But you can't cause a fumble. Can't do it. You just can't. You would have had another down or you punt. Big deal. But you don't give the other team field position.
I'm sure you could have guessed, but
so
I mean,
I think it's pretty settled with Dobbs and Altmaier.
Then you see, boom, see ya, he's gone. Yeah, makes offensive lineman. It makes your
Oh,
job
my phone just
usually a
died.
little bit easier.
To that point, though, TJ, the Lions' 4 touchdown drives have been 10 plays, 16 plays, 8 plays, 14 plays this afternoon.
Cardio.
That's huge. And that's Drew Petzing dialing it up, man. Dialing it up today. Finding the efficiency.
36 carries, 180 yards,
I mean, Petzing is slowly getting into, mid-season form. We go, there's their first down. There you go, Roydell. Oh, he's short. Bro, you were so close. You just got to jump forward.
Basically, but you said it. Of all those runs, 0 for negative yards.
There we go. That's another great stat.
Well, that tells me 2 things. The guys are communicating. They're on the same page. You're not getting a free runner in the backfield, first and foremost. And second of all, the guys are straining. They're fighting. They're battling. They're moving the feet, right? They're keeping their hands inside. And we have not seen any holding calls either, which is equally as impressive.
2 penalties, 2 Lions penalties.
And again, man, that Dan Campbell, I can't wait to talk to him after the game. And I know he mentioned it at halftime. This offensive line is putting on a great performance.
And there is Roydell Williams crawling. He's very close. It depends on the spot there. The far side official was a yard back, and then he sort of veered in front of the line to gain. And they are going to say first down.
Yeah, I thought he had it by just that second surge. Getting some buddies to help you out. Offensive line, sustain your block. Hey, it's 4th down, man. We got to get it. Push him. Do whatever you got to do. Scratch, claw, fight. Nice job.
Another commercial. Go figure, man. They making their money in the preseason. Jeez, oh, Pete. We don't have this many commercials in the regular season. At least I don't remember as many. DC says, I guess a red jersey could get lost because the way to keep them both is one getting injured. Yeah. The problem with that, though, is I think the lines are maxed. I mean, I know they're maxed on the guys that are injured that they want to try to be back. Now, if you IR the guy, well, then his season's done, and then, you could potentially see him next year. It depends on the contract that you have with him, and I think he's under a 1-year deal, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, man. I don't know. What are we talking about, J-Rod?
What I had stated a different amount at Craig's departure. What are we talking about there? Oh, I see the question. Did Craig really super chat $500? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, and then right after that, you popped in five membership giveaways. Yeah, I couldn't believe it, man. Popped in a $500 dono. We've had a few big ones this year. Let's see. It's a little crazy, but I'm doing some business with Sauce Gardner, and he just came and shook my hand in the stands. What a great dude. What kind of business you doing, Joe? You bringing him to Detroit? Is that what you're doing? You doing some scouting? That's cool, man. Sauce had a pick today. He had a pick today. And Joe, thanks for inviting me to the game, man. I wish I had a better circumstance. I mean, between hitting the deer and everything going on this week, would have loved to have gone, but just was not in the cards. Looks like you guys are having a blast, though. Obviously.
On first down, they're going to take a couple of knees and call this a day.
All right.
Likely will not use their
All right, so this will roll you right into the post-game show. So I'm going to start rolling over there now. And we'll finish whatever happens here in the kneel downs in the Hey, there's Trace. DC 8091 just got a membership. What up, Doe with Detroit Gunny? Andy Dulac, Nap God, Jax is Pellinar. Awesome, good stuff.
Gets on, Dan Campbell's computer.
Attila bringing in the dad jokes. How come there's a pup list but not a kitten list?
15 for 19 for Josh Dobbs.
Anyone know why McLaughlin was out today? I don't. Not yet. Not yet.
This is where we live.
And Joe, maybe next time, man. Maybe we can get to an away game together. I know I'm going to Arizona and Miami for sure. So, all right, we'll see you guys in the post game show. We're gonna get out of here and get rolling into that one. We'll see you guys shortly. I hit the wrong button. Look at that.